Hello and a very good morning. Welcome to Shop on TV. I'm Hayley Green.
And I'm Sean Crawley.
Together we're Shaylee, and together we have got a brand new TV launch from a vacuum from Tower, which you won't quite believe.
When you hear about all the features we've got here, well, should we get Mark to tell us all about it?
Absolutely.
Here we go, Mark.
It is lovely to be back with you. I have to, this is the VL220 and it is the Cyclone. Have a look at this, because not only is it a very powerful vacuum cleaner, you've got 3 different settings. You can even go all the way up to turbo if you want. Listen to that power. I mean, listen to that. It is just a brilliant vacuum cleaner. But let me tell you guys, it is not about the vacuuming that, for me, is the main thing. Let me bring you over to the dust station, because this is not only a charging station, it also empties any dirt that you have got in your machine right here automatically. And look at that. It automatically empties it for 10 seconds, and then it fills it into a bag which is in here like so that when it is full, you can take it out, you can lift it up, you can pop it in the bin and start again. You get 5 of these HEPA filter bags as well. I'll tell you more about that as the show goes on.
Wow, we absolutely love it. It means when you go to your vacuum, it's always charged. How often have you not charged it up?
And always empty.
Always empty. You never empty the vacuum. Honestly, now you do. No, I don't need him. It charges itself and it also empties the vacuum, which is fantastic. Value for money, because this is the very first time to air, is incredible.
It is a brand new launch. We've got a brilliant price. If you've not shopped with us before, you just need the item number at the top of your screen, 835695. Let's take a look how many features there are with the Cyclone that we've got for you brand new today. Our TV launch, and at $189.99. If you want to use PayPal Pay in 3, just $65.65 on your first of 3 payments.
I love the fact it's got the anti-tangle head. We love the fact it's got a parking station that not only charges it, it empties it into that bag in the base. So you're never touching that dust. You throw that bag away and you've got 5 bags included in the deal. You're going to absolutely love the ease, and you heard the power. So whether you have got cats and dogs and long hair, it'll never get tangled, or threads, perhaps you sew and things. But honestly, you are going to love pickup. You're going to love the power, the fact it lasts for up to 45 minutes. But I love that parking station. I've only ever seen this on a really expensive vacuum.
Yeah, so hundreds and hundreds of pounds. You've got up to 45 minutes run time. Remember, it's not just an upright, it's a handheld, it's a reach vacuum.
There's so much to say.
You've got a crevice tool and a dusting brush included. The fact you've got that parking station, that HEPA filtration, and the fact, like you said, Hayley, that you never have to touch the dirt because it's taken into the bays. It's always charged.
So clever. HEPA filtration actually in the vacuum itself. You get a spare HEPA filter as well, but even the bags that are inside have got HEPA filters. You really have got the most amazing product, and we know it's going to be really busy, but I think we're going to have a busy night because it is a bit of a Tower night tonight.
It certainly is. It's a Tower special that we've got for you. A feature pack vacuum, brand new, and you can see just some of those features there. That powerful brushless motor. That means the quality of the brushless motor that we've got. Hygienic dust station. You've got the anti-tangle floor head, so if you've got pets, you don't have to worry about pet hair because it stops the tangle.
Hair, cat hair, dog hair, my hair doesn't tangle around. HEPA filtration as well, really clear LED screen too, and a really powerful 25.9 volt of power, which will give you up to 45 minutes of a run time. But the great thing is you always put it back into that parking station. It's always right there, always empty, and always charged up, ready to go. You're going to absolutely love it.
Shopontv.co.uk is the easiest way to shop and take advantage of PayPal payments. If you spend over £30, as long as you've got a PayPal account, you can spread the cost interest-free. Another favourite that we've got for you from Tower, when we've done shows with this before, is the spot cleaner that's come onto your screen.
And it's so much more
than
a spot cleaner. Honestly, it is phenomenal. It will pick up those spillages, those accidents, those stains, perhaps on carpets and rugs. But it's got an attachment which we've never seen with a spot cleaner before, which allows you also to pick up spillages on hard surface areas, whether that's a worktop or a hard floor, but it's also a window cleaner.
Well, they call this the window cleaning attachment, but it's great for picking up spillages, as Hayley said, on all your hard surfaces, whether it's countertops, as you can see here. It's brilliant for cleaning your windows, but if you have accidents, if they're old stains, new stains, the two brush heads...
It might be a dog wee, it might be a drink that's been knocked over. Yeah, two brush heads, a large and a small, and then you can adapt not only to the head that will clean the windows and go on the hard surfaces, but it's also got the extension pole, which you can have at two different lengths, so you can reach those really tall windows, do the conservatory roof.
And indoors and outdoors, obviously, you can use it on all of your windows. So many features, a powerful 450 watts of suction. Your clean water never messes or mixes with your dirty water. Then we talked about the window cleaning attachment. It's compact, it's lightweight, and an extra long power cord. With Tower, upon registration, a 3-year warranty.
And that's the same with your vacuum as well. Tower are very good with their warranties. Just register it online with Tower. There's all your accessories. There is as well a head that allows you to self-clean the actual hose, which is amazing. So you can always put this machine away clean. But you can see the two different heads there for the carpets and the rugs. You can see the window attachment, which will do your hard floors as well. And of course, then there is your extension. Incredible value for money. I will warn you, haven't got a great deal of stock of that. So please do pop that in your basket. And that could solve. Perhaps you had a few Easter accidents this weekend. This could solve and perhaps save a carpet or a rug. But there's something else if you go onto our website, shopontv.co.uk, go to our live hour, and as you have a little nosy at everything we've got available, we've got the most amazing deal on that 4-burner barbecue.
Now, we were lucky enough to do a live show with this. It's the most feature-packed barbecue. The price should be $549.99. However, when you add that into your basket, what a promotion we've got for you. First of all, we're going to give you £160 off the price, and then you're going to get another 10% off.
Now, this is only until midday today, so you do need to make sure you grab this while it is your last opportunity. An amazing saving. You're saving virtually £200, £199, and of course with PayPal Pay in 3, £119.98 is the first of those 3 payments. This is such an amazing barbecue. We were blown away with the spec of this and the fact it's so easy to like. It's not limited stock yet, but we are expecting it. It's getting very excited. You've got the 4 gas burners, which is fantastic. You've got a really large grilling surface area as well.
For up to 15 people, the space that you've got on there. It really is built for durability. You've got a built-in temperature gauge that gives you the idea of the temperature. You've got your 4 gas burners on there.
Look at that
Huge capacity for cooking. You've even got a cooking rack
at the higher level, haven't you? Perhaps put fish and something more delicate up there. It's got wheels, so easy to manoeuvre around the garden if you want to move it into the sunshine or move it into different areas. And it does come as well with the gas hose and regulator. So lots of them don't come with the regulator, which is fantastic. A really fabulously built machine. We absolutely love it.
And remember, the checkout price at the bottom there is the price you are going to pay. £350.99 is your checkout price. That is such a brilliant deal. And you'll see when you go to the website, you don't need to do anything.
No.
Just go through to checkout and it reduces your price.
No
wow,
code.
This is going to be busy.
We're going to have a really manic night tonight. Really lovely to have your company this morning. And we have got an incredible Tower night, but you have fallen in love, like we have, with the vacuum that empties itself, that will always be charged, that sits fantastically into this little
just before we carry on, we'll just take that checkout price at the bottom away. Remember, that's for your barbecue. The checkout price on your Tower is $189.99. It's brilliant because there are so many features. 835695 is the item number. I think we should get cleaning, shouldn't we?
Absolutely. Make sure you find everything on the website. Make sure you check out whilst you put things into your website, because I know it's going to be a hugely busy night. And you will be the first. There's only Tower and ourselves that have actually got this machine. But we have got Mark with us, and so we're going to see this in action. And wow, What a machine.
Here he is. Mark, tell us all about it.
I mean, do you know, just the power of the vacuum itself. For a moment, you have all of the tower cleaning power, and we know how good tower vacuum cleaners are. It's got the Evo anti-tangle brush head back on this. We love that, which is only on some of the tower vacuum cleaners. Now, I'm only just in eco mode. There are 3 different modes that you've got here. You've got eco. Let me show you. You've got medium, so you can hear it went up to medium.
Up, yeah, the power.
And it might be for a bit of tougher dirt, but if you've got pet hair or anything really difficult,
Here we go.
your hair, listen to that. Because then it is really going for it at every level.
Oh, my word.
Now,
the pickup there was fantastic.
it's amazing, isn't it? Just have a look here. You can see in your dust station that you've got the cyclonic power going on there, and that is like most vacuum cleaners, as we know. So you've got that going on, but let me pull the trigger and switch off for a moment. And
I love you don't have to hold the button on.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Our vacuum you do, and we get vacuum finger.
Do you know what? I only had this delivered to me for the weekend, so I took it out of the box. I did the whole unboxing this morning at home.
Brilliant.
At my sister's house, actually.
It's only been
up here
in the
Manchester.
country, hasn't it, for a couple of weeks?
Yeah, not even that, in fact. So we were hoping to get it on a fortnight ago. There weren't any in the country at all. But have a look at this. So now I'm going to put it on its dust station here.
Are you ready for this?
When you put it on, for 10 seconds, it uses 1,000 watts of power to suck everything out of the dust station, so you don't need to be anywhere near the dirt.
That, yeah.
All the way down into the bag down at the bottom.
Ready?
So have a look.
I love it.
It literally goes down. Look, it's all gone.
Gone.
Now, if you've got sometimes you get cobwebs that are sticky and horrible. If you need to give it another 10 seconds, just push the button down at the bottom, and it will do it for another 10, just in case it hasn't got everything gone. So I'm going to leave it to just do its function. It's only 10 seconds, so it's not actually that noisy either.
That's brilliant.
That is incredible, and that means you're not having to empty that dustbin time and time again.
Exactly, completely.
And it has completely emptied it.
It is just
and it's all gone into a bag in the bottom, so we never have to touch that dirt.
The bag in the bottom, yes. Well, would you like to see would you like to see the bag in the bottom? Because look, literally, it is just a question of lifting up, and the bag goes in there. You get 5 bags with the machine. Now, depending on how dirty your house is, depends on how quickly they fill up. But I would have thought, unless you've got a really disgusting house, have you got a really disgusting house? Unless you've got a really disgusting house, they probably last 3 or 4 weeks. Certainly in my house, it would be 3 or 4 weeks for each bag. And then we're hoping to get the bags on our website as well in the coming weeks.
Fantastic.
And that's a 2-litre collection box.
That is
there,
a
isn't it?
2-litre collection box. It's going to last a long time. Now, a friend of mine went, where would you put it? It's like, I would put it in the corner of the living room.
I think it looks great.
It looks the business.
That's very cool.
And they know what they've done with this, don't they? Now, have a look. It is also handheld. Look at this. So, here, like so. So you can take off the main tube.
And what sort of weight is it?
Well, look, it's lighter.
Oh, gosh.
It's even lighter than the VL80.
Oh, wow, that is light.
Even with the tube, it is considerably less than 2 kilos.
Couple of kilos.
And I
love the design.
That. Isn't
Feels
it
great,
impressive?
in the hand, yeah.
And yes, because it's balanced. Look,
yeah,
it's balanced there. And as you say, you just pull the trigger once, and then you pull it off again. But it's also got 2 extension tools.
Lovely. So when you're using it as a handheld, you've got that really nice crevice tool.
You've got the crevice tool, exactly right, but you've also got the brush.
We like
crevice
this one.
tool.
Dusting brush, love
now,
that.
This is good. Now, I've got a little bit of hair, actually. Hair on the chair.
Hair on the chair?
Hair on the chair.
How very dare.
Exactly right. And so, look, you can see it will even get off the hair on the chair really well. If it's really stubborn hair, you might want to go up to medium.
Well, you've got 3 different levels.
You have got 3 different settings.
And maybe use not the brush end, use the crevice.
You could use the crevice end as well.
Right,
exactly right. Look at that.
That's great if you're doing car seats, baby seats.
You can go high if you want.
Here, there, and everywhere.
Exactly.
Look at that.
Listen to the power there.
Now, interestingly, here at our Warrington studio, they said, well, you can have the cream chair, but only if you don't do anything bad to it. No, you're all right. I won't do anything bad to it. It's fine. And it's easy enough to change all of those over. Oh, just drop it on the floor and simply pop that
Very
on.
well made.
So it's upright, a stick vacuum, it's a handheld vacuum,
That's
it's a
the
reach
thing.
vacuum.
You forget, because you're so excited the fact it's got the parking station, it's always going to be charged, it's always going to be empty.
Every single
You forget that it is a handheld. It is a reach to get the cobwebs and things
Now,
but then it's an amazingly powerful upright.
it is. Now, people have been asking already, we've had emails in,
Right.
saying, but how do I get to the dust part? Well,
Okay.
there's a button on the side,
okay.
and you can take this section off. So let me just hang that there for a moment, and I will show you. Here is the HEPA filter. So that is the HEPA 12 filter, which filters out 99.95% of all particles in your room.
And if you look
Brilliant.
at HEPA filtration, you'll see why this is great if you do have allergies and things.
Absolutely.
And with the pollen that's
Absolutely
gonna be coming.
right. A human hair is 70 microns thick.
70.
If you look under a microscope, 70 microns thick.
Okay.
This will take down particles and take out particles down to 0.3 of 1 micron.
That's
So
quite
it's
small.
quite small.
Very
it's
fine.
quite small. So you can take that out like so, if you want to.
Okay.
And tap. Well, all you do, if you want to clean that, you tap it on the side, and you can run that under a tap as well. But just dry it naturally. Don't even put it on a radiator. Just dry it naturally. And then, if you want to, you can take out this section as well and just dust that if you want.
Fabulous.
Okay.
It's as easy
That means you can
as that.
clean inside here as well if you
can
want
clean-
to. If you
Exactly
think-
right. You won't need to do that very often at
No.
all because it's so powerful. The
suction.
dust
Yeah,
station,
it's
1,000 watts. It literally is sucking all the dust out there as well. You can tell how excited I am. about it.
We love it.
You were also saying when you put it onto the docking station,
Yep.
it can be in any configuration. can't
Oh yes, so you can put it onto the docking station in.
So if it's
in the
handheld?
handheld as well.
Right.
So you don't have to change it back to the tube.
So
before
if
you
you're
put it on the docking
vacuuming, you
station.
think, oh, I
Exactly
need
right.
to empty it, you'd have to put the long tube on. You
exactly
can just
right.
sit it
You
into
can
the
do that.
docking station.
But doesn't
Brilliant.
it look sleek and
Looks
smart?
great.
I think it's a
it looks
great
amazing.
looking
And look, we
vacuum.
also have the amazing Evo brush back with it as well, and we love the Evo brush. Now this is the plush brush with the turquoise sections, which are brushing in between.
I think
That
that's
really
so
gets to
kind on
every
your
level of
floors
carpet.
if
Yes,
you've
it
got
is.
hard floors
Exactly
and
right.
and wooden floors.
That's a great point
not
because you can go
scratching.
from all floor surfaces, can't you?
certainly
But then that anti-tangle, which we will show you, is
I will show
absolutely
you that. That's not a
phenomenal.
problem.
I mean, you're seeing that here, and the fact that you can get away with sweeping up and vacuuming up long hairs, cat hairs, dog hairs, your hairs, and not be forever trying to cut it off the brush.
Exactly. You don't need to cut it off. You don't need to take the brush head out all the time to be able to do that. Now, I'm not going to guarantee it will get rid of every single hair every single time, but it does a pretty darn good job of it, and that means you don't have to take out the brush as often. It does mean just occasionally you can take out the brush and just dust on the inside here as well if you want to. But for me, every time you put it back on its dust station, it not only charges, but it also empties as well, like so. And so you come back to it every single time with a clean vacuum cleaner that you can just go again all the way around the house. It is as easy, and listen, I mean, it's just as easy as that, and it
It's
looks
emptied.
amazing.
And it's always charged.
Yes,
Because
always charged.
As soon as you put it on
Exactly.
there, it's charging, isn't it?
From completely flat to no charge at all to 100%, 4 hours. But you're never going to be in that position.
No, because you're
charging
popping
it
on
every time.
or every
Exactly.
single time.
Here we're seeing that auto dust collection station. It is an all-in-one, as you can see there. It charges the vacuum and it empties the dust into a separate tank, and that HEPA filtration, it's so important how high that figure is, 99.95% of fine particles.
And you've got that HEPA filtration in the vacuum itself, but they're also HEPA bags. And it means you never touch the dirt. You can actually shut the little hole there, throw it in the bin, pop your new bag in. Remember, you do get 5 of those bags as well. We talked about the anti-tangle head, which is absolutely fantastic. But then you've got 25.9 volts of cordless technology and brushless motor power as well. And being brushless, that means it's more improved, it's more efficient, it gives you a better performance time and time again. We're seeing that in the studio, actually. The pickup's
definitely.
fantastic.
Up to 45 minutes, I remember, on that one charge. It's got a really easy, straightforward LED display. It shows your battery mode and what mode you're actually on there. And then, as we talked about, the battery, and up to 45 minutes of run time.
I think as well, having it in the actual docking station be great. Perhaps you've got a utility room. Even you could sort it, put it into a cupboard. We've got a cupboard that's got a plug-in, which would be ideal. But this is your 3-in-1. So much more. It is an amazing upright vacuum with such spec. But then it is a reach vacuum to get the cobwebs in the corner of the room, but get down to the skirting boards. But then it is your handheld vacuum to take out to the car, down to the summer house. I think it's so beautifully made, and when you hold it, the balance is just right.
And look, it is a good, it's lighter than the majority of other vacuum cleaners that we've seen on the channel at all. And you know me, I mean, I've been selling vacuum cleaners for 25 years on TV. This is possibly one of the best ones I've seen.
Yeah.
It's so clever. Oh, by the way, you can also take the battery out if you want.
Right.
You can simply push the button.
charge it.
You can take the battery out if you want. So you can, or if you're transporting it, it's very, very easy. You just slot it back into place. So it's very simple. Let's do the middle bit of floor, shall we?
Hard floor.
So it's like, and I love this. This is, look at this. You can see just how good that is. Now look at that. You can see the stripe.
And that's only on the lowest power.
Eco mode, just eco mode, exactly right. I thought I would keep it on its low, but it's very quiet on eco mode, isn't it? Absolutely. Now this is...
So super, super lightweight, amazing pickup. We're only on the eco mode right now. I think we've had an email about using it in a caravan.
Yeah, from Jackie. Hi, Jackie.
Hi, Jackie.
Brilliant
for that.
Definitely.
Because it doesn't take up very much room. And the nice thing is, it's powerful enough to go for your flooring, to your carpets in your caravan. It's a really lovely idea to be able to do that. Now, look, I also said, it's all right, I'll vacuum the studio floor for you. And it's done a really rather good job.
You also put the mess down, though.
Yeah, you do.
That is very true. Yes, it was quite clean when I came in. Yeah. To be fair, we have more dirt on our floors than you will have in your homes across a week. I vacuumed around my sister's house when I was just testing it earlier on today. And I was surprised at how... I said to her, it's like, you don't have very much dirt in your house. I mean, I don't think I was being terribly... I wasn't being nice just because I wasn't saying you've got a clean house. I was just saying, in a general vacuum, you don't have nearly as much dirt as we show on TV. That's the thing. Yeah. That's the thing.
Well, we want to show you demonstrations where you can see the pickup.
Yes.
And you can see as well that it picks up the big bits. It picks up the little bits.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you'll get vacuums that spit the big bits out. And sometimes you'll get vacuums that you'll vacuum, but then when you walk over with your bare feet, you can feel there's still little bits. So you want it to pick up everything. So you're still on the eco mode right now.
On eco mode, and the thing is, go backwards and forwards, and you brush the pile of your carpet. But listen, even on medium, it's pretty good. And then I'm going to go to turbo. Look at this, because you can go for all different... Now, your floor is not going to be as dirty.
Look how it's lifting the pile on the carpet, though.
How it is working.
I love that. I want everyone to know I've done the vacuum.
Yeah, you want to see the lines, don't you?
I do want to see the lines. Look
and you can see it's lifting the pile. It's lifted up the big bits, like the rice bits. It didn't spit them out, but at the same time, you had like some really fine dark. I don't know what it was. Was it coffee or something?
It was tea leaves, actually.
And it picked that up brilliantly as well.
Sometimes most vacuums just miss those bits, don't they?
Or throw them everywhere. But the magic with this is then you can take it to that docking station.
The docking station.
Shall we?
Shall we?
It's so different. Only ever seen this on a really expensive machine. This will always be charged. It'll always be empty because...
Well, have a look. So this is how much dirt we've got in there at the moment. There is quite a lot of dirt in, and if I just show you, you can see how the cyclonic power is making it go round. But that's not the clever bit. As soon as I put it in the dust station, it is going to empty that. Like so, and it literally goes, it cyclones down into the machine. It is so clever. And bear in mind that just in 10 seconds, you've now got a clean vacuum cleaner that is back on charge. And let me take it out so that you can see that is all empty.
It is absolutely flying. We had a vast amount of stock. It is our launch show. It's the very first time we've had it to air. So it's like a TV launch. We're approaching 10% of the entire stock. Sold out.
I'm not surprised.
And gone.
In how long? 10 minutes?
Yeah, absolutely. Good morning, Delia.
Hi, Delia.
Emailed in.
Hello, Delia.
Delia's asking about the bags, because you get 5 bags included,
Yes, you get 5 bags, Delia, with it. Now, we are hoping to have them on our website very, very shortly. We haven't, because this is brand new in the country, we haven't got that yet. But I was talking to Maria, our kind of head buyer, earlier on today, and she said we will get them on
their way. But you've got 5 to keep you going.
And I reckon, even if you've got a dirty house, 1 bag will last last about 3 weeks. I would have at least.
Yeah,
so
I
you've
think
got plenty of time there, and then they will be available absolutely.
Brand new, remember, our new launch at $189.99. It's such a brilliant price. shopontv.co.uk is the easiest way to shop. 835695 is your item number. Don't hang around with this. Brand new launch. That automatic dust station gives you that easy, convenient and very clean way of vacuuming.
And that's 2 litres, so you'll empty that with around about every 3 to 4 weeks, which is fantastic. You never touch the dirt. That's even a HEPA bag as well. This very clever technology, the anti-tangle technology, means it's going to be really helpful if you've got cats, dogs, you've got long hair, or perhaps you do sewing and things, you've always got threads everywhere. You're not forever trying to cut the hairs off because it's got this anti-tangle technology, which we will show you a bit later on. But that powerful brush head has 3 different levels of power, and when fully charged, up to 45 minutes of power.
I love the fact it switches so easily from an upright to a handheld to a reach vacuum, but that docking station means it's always charged. It's always empty.
So clever.
It's so good, isn't it?
We've never seen anything like it before. Remember, it has got a 3-year warranty. Just obviously register it online. Our barbecue is flying at the moment. You see the price on your screen right there now?
Well, you're not paying that price.
No, we've got quite an offer going on, but it's only until midday, so it's only for the next few hours. What you'll find is when you pop it into your basket as a real special, it goes down. When it goes, £160 comes off.
Nice.
And then another 10%.
Really nice.
And that means you save £199. It goes down to $350.99, the lowest price we've had this. We've been lucky enough to actually have do a show with this, and the quality of this is fantastic. If you are using PayPal, PayPal Pay in 3, it's £119.98. That's the first of your 3 payments. And when we saw this in action, the size, because it's a 4-burner, up to 15 people.
Well, it's a 4-burner, but then it's got a side burner as well, hasn't it? This is the real bonus. Up to 15 people, as Hayley said.
So we did like a chili con carne in the side burner, as well as doing all your barbecue stuff as well.
Great with the 4 main burners. You have the barbecue taste because of the technology that Tower have put into this. And then you've also got that second grill at the back. So if you're doing delicate things like fish, you can put those onto that second rack at the back.
Ribs up there, didn't we? Which were absolutely amazing.
Slow-cooked ribs.
Great, good sturdy wheels as well if you do want to manoeuvre it around the garden, perhaps to pop it into a sunny area or to put it away out of the way when you're not using it. And it does come, I love the temperature gauge, so then it works a little bit like an oven. You're in control. So often when you barbecue, you're burning the outside and it's not cooked on the inside. With this, that will never happen because you've got control like an oven, really, which is fantastic. And it
comes with a connector for your gas bottle. All you've got to do is add your gas bottle, obviously. 470950. Forget £549.99. It'll come down to £350.99. That is such a brilliant deal. £160 off and then another 10% off. What a bank holiday special.
You save virtually £200, £199, which is fantastic, and should be with you in time for
the next bank
holiday weekend.
Yeah,
that would be great, wouldn't it? And to have a great barbecue, I mean, invite friends and family around. It's fantastic. But it's all about Tower tonight. And
I'm hoping to get an invitation to that
barbecue.
Yes, please. Thank you very much. That'd be lovely.
We'll invite you. This is already flying. It's a product that we think is brilliant. And if you just were buying this for carpets and rugs as a spot sort of cleaner, fantastic price at £89.99, but it's so much more.
Shall I show you what it can do with a dirty carpet? So,
yes, please.
Look, if this is a carpet that just needs refreshing, look, you can see that this is pretty yucky. That's the overhead camera there. Let me just show you. I'm going to spray a little bit of the solution that we've got in here on the carpet and have a look at this, because you'll be able to see that stripe down the middle. Look at that. There you go. Look, you can see.
I mean, that is is amazing, isn't it?
And if you feel that,
Wow.
Hayley, it's not that damp. It's just
It's
a tiny
not,
bit
no.
damp, which means it's going to dry quickly, and you're not going to get that musty smell in your
And that
house.
could be a high traffic area as you walk in the house. Perhaps it's at the front door, and you think it always looks a bit grubby there. And you think, oh gosh, that was the colour the carpet was meant to be.
Yes, quite. Yeah.
I love the fact you've got a large head and a small head. So the large head,
yes.
you can do the bigger areas quicker. The small head, you can get to the awkward areas, perhaps around the toilet.
Oh,
that
that is very true. And we've got another idea around the toilet as well.
Well, you've got another head to
Exactly.
this that turns this into a completely different machine.
It's so clever because it comes with a window attachment. Now, initially when we first saw the machine, great for cleaning all your windows. However, you can clean up spillages on hard surfaces as well.
Shall I show you? Shall I give
Why
you?
not?
Shall I give you a quick spillage on a hard
Why
surface?
not?
here?
Let's not hang
Why
around.
So this could
not?
be the kitchen floor, it could be the worktop area, but then we'll show you how it works as a window cleaner as well.
And we'll show you
incredible.
spot cleaning on carpets as well, if you've got old stains or new stains. But the great thing with this attachment makes it so unique, doesn't
Not only will it take up your spillage, but because the solution also sprays out of the nozzle at the end, the wonderful thing about it is you can also refresh the surface as well, so it's not going to leave it all sticky and horrible, which is really, really good. So let me switch the machine on and show you just the power of the suction. Look at this.
Whoa!
Half the spillage there.
That is brilliant.
Half the spillage here.
Look at that!
Then I'm just going to put some of the solution down. And now I'm refreshing really easily. And so it's all clean. Now, there are no drips. It's squeaky clean,
That is brilliant, isn't it? So the spillage is gone, and that could be something really nasty. It might be a dog wee, it might be something horrible. And then you've been able to clean as well because you have got the spray function on the attachment, which means when you do the windows, you can do exactly the same as well.
Your windows indoors and outdoors.
Exactly.
It comes with an extension pole, so when we talk about inside the conservatory as well, it's going to be brilliant. It's so versatile across all those different tools that are all included at $89.99.
I can't believe the price.
No?
We bought just a window cleaner, just a small window cleaner. I'm
I think
sure
it was
ours
about that.
about $89.99 a good few years ago.
I know the one you meant, the yellow one.
The fact, that hasn't got a reach like this. And honestly, when you see it on the windows, when you see it in action, it is incredible to think this is your spot cleaner for your carpets, but also a window cleaner, conservatory.
Yeah, all those different areas. It's such a great bit of kit. You'll absolutely love it because of the attachments. You've got extension poles on the window vac as well.
And
but
this
you
is
can
the same
see,
machine. Take it out to the car. It's really compact to carry around. It's really compact to store. You might want to take this, away with you in the caravan. It will just go into a small cupboard. All the dirty water never mixes with the clean. Then you throw the dirty water away. And even vacuuming up the dirt there as well as cleaning the carpet. But you really can see on the hard floors or the hard work surface areas how this is not only going to pick up spills, then spray the solution and you've cleaned that area.
Yeah. We've got a cleaning solution available for you on the website as well. If you want to add that in, we'll pop it at the bottom of the screen. This is one of your upholstery brushes. When you use the large one or the small one, it's completely up to you. Then we can move over with the window attachment to your windows, indoors and outdoors. If you get things like bird muck on the window, you can spray it and break it down.
And that could be a greenhouse because you're not using any nasties in there. That could be a conservatory roof, which is a nightmare to try and reach. I mean from the inside, because even if you pay someone to clean the outside,
absolutely,
if you've not cleaned the inside, it's a waste. But then this is that window attachment picking up the spillage on the floor. And again, picks it up, but doesn't leave it sticky, because now you can spray the solution, and now you're cleaning that floor area. Or it might be that the washing machine leaked. It might be the dog that's had a wee. But then I love the fact you've got the different size heads
for
as
the
well.
Upholstery. With things like chairs, the side of the chairs are always the hard wearing area, aren't they?
Sometimes it's the back where your head goes, especially if you wear gel and things. And well, we can guess what that is around the toilet area.
It's a bit self-explanatory, this one, isn't it? Absolutely.
But again, we've actually sucked that up and we've cleaned that area as well.
And we don't have to touch it because it has a self-cleaning attachment available as well for you.
Yeah, we'll
whatever surface you're thinking of, this is why this machine is so good.
It's $89.99. I cannot believe the value for money. And look at that, very much edge to edge, isn't it? It picks every sort of last bit up. up, but then you want to clean, because that was probably a sticky, you can see it was a sticky solution.
Sticky residue.
So what you'll do now is oh no you didn't. You're going to put more
Made it
dirt
worse,
down.
Absolutely.
Put more dirt down, look at that, every last bit, but then you'll spray the solution, and that's what we're doing right now, and now you're clean, you can see, you're cleaning that area, which is
amazing.
Incredible for $89.99.
Brilliant.
We don't have a window in the kitchen.
We don't.
here, but I do have an oven door.
Oh.
So have a look. I'm just gonna
That's
show you the
an
oven
idea,
door. I'm gonna
actually.
spray the solution on the oven door, as you can see. And now, look at this. It gets it off, no problem, like so. There we go. And no drip.
Wow, and because that suction
It's like a mirror now.
is drying,
Exactly,
there's no
straight away.
smears or watermarks or stuff for mirrors,
Exactly.
mirrored wardrobes, things like that.
Yes,
Brilliant.
brilliant for all
I love
of
the fact
those.
as well you can use both attachments, half the attachment, or
Yes,
just
you
put it
can.
directly onto the head.
79 centimetre pole. So you could. So even if you're looking at right at the top of your conservatory, you can do that really, really easy. My friend Kelsey still wants to borrow this machine. I've been away all week. I've been
He
away
hasn't
all
got
weekend.
time, Kelsey.
Bring
it's
it,
like
Kelsey.
I
We'll
will
have had
bring it.
that baby by the time you get back.
Yes, you will. Yeah, you would have thought, wouldn't you?
It's great to have everyone's company this morning. We've got TikTok watchers as well. It's always lovely to have our ITV viewers and our STV viewers too, and you're loving everything. But wait till you see this next bit.
This is clever, isn't it? This is
Yeah.
the bit that
This
really
is-
blew our minds.
She
isn't it?
might have picked up something nasty like a wee, something
that's true.
sticky like cola, and
Red
now you
wine,
think, how am I
something
going to get in
smelly.
here and clean it? And if I put it away, it's going to smell. If it was beer or something, it'd smell like
Yes,
the pub when you empty it.
Exactly right. And the point is, the smell gets worse and worse because
Yes.
that's the bacteria
Yes,
staying in the pipe.
yes.
So if you can clear that bacteria out, and bear in mind, in my clean water solution, I've got just a little bit of cleaning solution. You don't need very much at all, so because it's normally so concentrated.
The cleaning solution is available. It's just at the
Absolutely.
bottom of the screen there for you. And it makes up to 20 litres because it's a concentrate.
Look at this. So now I've literally put the cap on there, switched the machine on, and watch, when I pull the trigger, the water goes up into the nozzle,
Yep.
and then all the
What
way
is that?
down the pipe, like so, like a slippery
Absolutely
snake.
loving it.
Right.
Isn't
Right.
that clever? So that's cleaning the whole machine at the same time. And so that means you're never putting it away dirty.
Yeah.
The dirty water and the clean water never mix.
Right.
No.
And when you empty the dirty water tank, oh, by the way, it tells you when it's full.
Oh, it switches off, doesn't it? When it
It
gets
stops the
Yeah.
suction, so it can never overflow.
Brilliant.
And do you know what? That's so important.
It's
'cause
so well made.
I mean, you definitely don't want that happening.
No.
Especially if it's something not particularly nice.
Exactly right. So the clean water and the dirty water never mix. Very easy. When it gets to the point of that, the little float in the inside cuts it off so that it stops the suction. And then we'll show you just how easy it is to clean. But then you just pour it down the toilet, rinse it out, and you're ready
you're
to
good to
go
go
again.
again.
It is that
And
easy
it's
to
so
do.
compact. So if you are
Yep.
thinking, oh, well, this would be so handy.
Under
but
the sink.
I've looked at the big sort of carpet cleaners, but they're too big for my
True.
home. I've
They are
looked,
big,
and
some
then
of
you
them.
still, if you've got a carpet cleaner, you can't do your hard floors with a carpet cleaner. So what do you do your hard floors? This is for your carpets, your rugs, your hard floors. But then you'd need another cleaner for your windows and your work surface, and this will do those areas as well.
Yes, you can use the squeegee with one half of the pole, both half of the pole, or no
Just on
pole
the
at all,
unit,
just on the end of the unit if you're doing the surface for a flat surface, or if you've just got an area, because this is eminently portable as well. The nice thing is it's portable, so you can lift it, you can take it outside. It's got a 6-metre cable.
Great.
So the fact is, you can take. So even if you plug it on the inside and you take it outside to your patio windows, you got no problem there at all.
We have a lot of people with Airbnbs. They often buy in products and say, "Oh, I'm getting that for the Airbnb." This would be great, wouldn't it? If
Good
you
idea.
had your own property.
Well, I mean, accidents on carpets happen all the time.
Actually,
Sean, it's like you read my mind.
Yeah. If that, perhaps you've got a student.
Oh, hey.
They've rented some accommodation, and you're really panicking now because they have ruined the carpets. And
Milk
you're
is gonna stink.
We're never going to get that deposit back. But let's put it to the test.
Here's your little puppy.
Milk is really smelly, isn't it? If you don't get it.
If you don't get milk up properly and you don't clean it properly, it will absolutely
horrible.
stink for you.
There's more to come. What's next?
Oh, that's not one of your red wines.
Oh, red wine
is. Look
cream
at that
carpet.
now.
Mark's
So-
red wines are,
That is, I think you'd agree, that has ruined your carpet.
Yeah.
It
Panic.
really has. You would panic. You'd go and get your paper tawel down, but then you're just pushing the
it's the
stain
worst
in.
thing you can
It's
do.
the worst thing you can do.
Yeah, but it is the automatic thing you do, or you get the tea towel and you're like that.
Absolutely right.
You're squodging it into the
Yeah.
carpet. We need to
love
get
that word,
off.
squodging it.
Well,
I love that.
aren't you?
It's nice.
Squodging it down into the carpet.
Exactly right.
Is that not a word, squodging?
I don't know, but it is now.
Now, we'll take it.
Someone's absolutely.
Dictionary.
Too right.
Next year.
Someone be on the phone to Oxford Dictionary. Exactly.
Squodging.
To squad. It's like, so let's switch your machine on. Now, even before I spray any liquid on, let me show you how much I can get up. Look at that. You go to the orange.
Oh, you can see the colour change. There's the red
And then the
wine.
wine. Now that's before I've sprayed any carpet solution on there. So let's spray some carpet solution on. Normally I might give it a moment to just work, but look, let's just have a look. Now sucking that up.
And if you've got an old stain, I guess you could spray some of the carpet solution and leave it for a little while.
Exactly
and
right.
Then perhaps another little spray and then...
Exactly. And if you've
Suction
got a really stubborn stain, look at that. There you go. So you can see, you can clean your stains really easily, whatever it is.
And you might have an old stain that you've already got a plant sat over because you just can't get it out.
Covered it up.
You've covered it up with something. This could be a solution. And it could pay for itself in an instant if you save a carpet.
Absolutely, or an expensive rug, because some of those rugs are really expensive.
Now, hold everything.
Right?
A quarter of the stock here is already gone. So please, if you've got it in a basket, confirm your order and check out. Don't hang around. Hopefully, we'll try and get back to it. There are so many features here with this machine at such a great price. Remember, you can use PayPal Pay in 3 if you want to spread the cost interest-free. Just $32.31 if you pay online on our website, shopontv.co.uk, on your first of 3 payments. The suction, someone asked about the power of the suction.
Easy, 450 watts. So you've got a really powerful suction, and that's why it leaves it nearly dry, because it's so powerful.
When you touch it, you think, oh gosh, that's going to be dry in an instant, really, because it's not soaking wet at all. So if you put it onto cushions, I think, upholstery,
absolutely,
chairs
for chairs and arms and chairs.
Exactly
right, exactly. Brilliant. And that's what's so nice about it.
And then the fact you've got the window attachment as well. So that window attachment means you can use it not only on windows but on all your hard surfaces.
You'd happily pay $89.99 for the spot cleaner for the carpets and the rugs, but then you'd happily pay $89.99 for your window cleaner. And look at it, and we had some pretend bird muck, but it was tough bird muck.
What did you call it? I can't remember what Mark called it.
Yeah, what did you call it?
Bird muck.
Faux bird muck.
Faux bird poo.
But all you did was spray it on the solution, because you still can, and that could be a high window because you've got that long reach.
Exactly right. Exactly right. Can I just point out how lovely our Warrington studio is? It actually has flat surfaces that are actually flat. It's not
all
actually
the
running
facilities
everywhere. Look at this. Now, if you have spilt something, it is so easy to get it up. Now, you don't have to do anything else but use your squeegee. I'm doing half of it deliberately so you can see how powerful it is.
That's brilliant.
There we go. Let's do another spray. Or you can do it all in one go. It's absolutely fine. Then give it a spray. And then you've got the clean liquid, the clean solution going up, and you've also cleaned really easily all the way.
And that could be a wet room, that could be tiles, you could have the extension as well on to reach the high areas, the shower screens, your windows, mirrored wardrobes. Obviously, we've done a work surface top there, but again on your hard floors for spillage.
Very much so.
And then for cleaning as well.
Exactly right.
And you can use the extension pole on your hard floors.
You can on the hard floors, so you don't have to bend down. You don't have to be on your hands and knees. That's what's so lovely.
It's amazing, and price-wise, absolutely phenomenal, but you're loving it, and I'm not surprised. Do check your baskets through, and of course you can use PayPal Pay in 3 if you've got an account as well. Almost a third.
Wow.
Of the entire
every time we show it.
This was only meant to be a little hello, have a little look at this. I don't know if we'll get back to it, but we will try. Do check your baskets through. Check everything out on the website.
Yeah, the website, we've got a great collection of products from Tower, including the barbecue. Now, the Tower Stealth 4-burner gas barbecue, our usual price that you're looking at right there, $549.99. Forget about that price. We've got a real spectacle going through till midday tomorrow. I would say get it in your basket and check out now. We're going to give you £160 off.
Yeah.
Then we're going to give you even more off.
Yeah, have another 10%. It goes down to £350 and 99 pence. That is only until midday today. It's a real short, amazing offer, but you have got the opportunity to grab it midday today, and you've got a great opportunity of having that with you before the Maybank holiday. So you could be barbecuing, inviting the family round. That's what barbecues are all about. It's all about socialising. And when you've got a barbecue like this, all of a sudden it's so easy to light. And whether you're cooking just for a couple of you, because it's so easy to light, you'll just set it up and go. However, you could cook for up to 15 people.
And how many times have you struggled with your barbecue? Burned on the outside, raw on the inside. This you have control because you've got like a thermometer on the top, so it gives you an idea of temperatures. Huge capacity of grilling surface, but whether it's for 2 of you, you could go up to 15 people on here. You've got your 4 gas burners, and then you've got your side burner as well.
I love that side burner. We did chili con carne in that, so you could be doing something completely different to what you would normally barbecue, doing a bit of a stir fry or doing the onions and things. And you've got that lovely huge plate as well, but then you've got the upper plate to do the more delicate things. There's peppers on there, but that could be for like a fish or something such as that. We also, you can manoeuvre it around the garden.
Also easy to move,
Put it away if you want to sort of
put it in the sunny spot
or move it to the sun, absolutely. And then this is the temperature gauge we were on about. So you can very much work it a little bit like an oven. You're in complete control. No more black on the outside and raw on the inside. It allows you to cook food properly. And we love this attachment.
Cheeky bottle opener on the side there. It's also got that tray that collects all the unwanted fat and juice. It's also got great features where you get that barbecue taste.
Yeah,
even though it's
very
a gas
clever,
barbecue.
isn't it?
Yeah, Jack, our chef, was telling us all about it. We're going to try and look at it a little bit later. If there's any stock, 470 950. What a price you've got there. Your checkout price is £350 and 99 pence, and that comes down on PayPal paying 3. You can see to just £119 and 98 pence if you're using PayPal paying 3 if you're paying online.
I can taste the burgers, the steaks, the sausages, the chicken, the chops, ribs we did the other day. They were absolutely amazing. Do go as well for the book that goes alongside it, because the book,
the barbecue book
fantastic.
from Jack.
We'll give the details just at the bottom. Jack, the chef that came along to the show to talk us through the actual barbecue, he's got an amazing barbecue book and lots of things you'd never think of barbecuing in that book. There's desserts, there's starters sort of thing. It's got some really nice dip ideas. But hopefully we'll see a bit of a clip of a show a little bit later on, because you are loving that. But do remember that deal at £350 and 99 pence is only until midday. It is purely very much the end of that offer, the lowest ever price it has been. So please do make sure you check your basket through. Getting busier and busier and busier.
Now it is a real Tower special.
We weren't meant to be mentioning this again for a little while, but there's a bit of an issue with stock.
Yes.
We've just had a little wander back to our vacuum, and half the stock now of our spot cleaner, window cleaner sensation. It's an amazing product. Well, it is, because if you bought a spot cleaner, it's just going to get, it'll get rid of your stains on your carpets and your rugs, it'll pick up spillages, but it's just for your carpets and your rugs like you're seeing here, and it's got 2 different heads.
Oh, no.
So £89.99 would be a great price for that. However, it's not just that. It has got the window squeegee attachment with the extension, so do your windows high up, the conservatory roof as well, the greenhouse roof. Absolutely brilliant. We bought just a handheld window cleaner system. And honestly, it was $89.99. And that was a good few years ago. The fact this does so much.
And it's $89.99. What a great price.
Fantastic.
If you want to use PayPal, remember, pay on the website, $32.31 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. 409349 is your item number. Whatever you are shopping for, be quick tonight. It's a brilliant show so far. Great demonstrations. Super
busy. Half the stock there gone, and we have launched tonight a brand new vacuum from Tower. We love it. The technology is incredible. It is completely cordless. It's a handheld. It's a reach vacuum. It's an upright, obviously, and it picks up brilliantly. But this system is
so
amazing.
clever. So it has a docking station that draws the dirt out as soon as you dock the
So
vacuum.
whenever you go to get your vacuum, it will always be empty. He never empties the vacuum. It's always full.
So true.
Never empty. He'll vacuum, but he
I do
won't
the
empty it.
vacuuming.
It will always be empty. And it pulls it down into a bag. You never touch the dirt. It's in a bag in the
That's
bottom,
great,
which you'll
isn't it?
empty probably about every 3 to 4 weeks. But the other thing is, it's also charging.
It's a charging station
it
as
won't
well, so
ever
it's
be
always
flat.
charged, so you don't have to worry about plugging it in, because when it's on the docking station, it empties it and it charges it. It's down to $189.99. It's our launch show. It's brand new today. You're loving the Cyclone from Tower. What a price, what a deal, and how many features? So many features that you've got.
Everything that you see, you're getting 5 of the bags. There's one inside as well. You're getting 2 HEPA filters. There's HEPA filtration in here. The bags have got HEPA filtration as well. And then you're getting the 2 tools. And see it in action. We've got Mark with us, and we've got hard floors, we've got carpets, we've got absolutely
It's beautiful,
everything.
isn't it?
And
It is beautiful.
It's very messy.
Well, do you know what? I just put a bit of dirt down because it's worthwhile knowing that not only is it a very sleek vacuum cleaner, it also does the job. Because if it doesn't do the job, you're not going to buy it. Of course it does the job.
And that's only on eco.
This is on
eco. I
eco.
can tell by the sound. It's so quiet.
Very quiet, and I love
It's
that.
still got really good.
I've got a variety of different things on the floor. I've got tea, I've got pet bedding, I've got herbs. It's like I've just spilt the whole bin out. It's like after bank holiday, you know.
And then, would you show us the other actual settings?
I will.
3 settings.
I'll tell you what.
Look at that.
I will
mean,
turn
it's
it
picked up
around
brilliantly.
and show you. Have a look at the various different settings that you've got here. It shows you how much battery power you've got at the
Brilliant.
top.
Okay.
That's on eco mode at the moment. Push the button, goes to medium mode.
Okay.
Push the button again.
Whoa!
Goes to turbo. And it doesn't switch off until you pull the trigger again.
That's so
I like
good.
that.
It's
There's a lot of
clever,
vacuums
isn't
you
it?
have to hold the button on, and it gives you ours.
I
does,
hate that.
and you
It's
get vacuum
really-
fingers.
it's really ergonomic.
Yeah,
It sort of just fits.
feels.
It's designed.
The balance is really nice. Well, you use it as the handheld because this can be an upright, can be a reach
As a
vacuum. Look at that. It just feels right, doesn't it?
It's absolutely amazing. It really is. And it's also cyclonic, of course. It's
Yes.
monocyclonic, this. So the single cyclone really has the power there. And what I love about it is you've got 400 watts working of the BDL brushless motor, which is just so clever. So you haven't got any friction there at all. That's all good. HEPA
Brushless
filter
motors
inside
tend to mean it elongates the life. of the
Absolutely,
machine,
it does.
doesn't it?
And that's what you would expect from Tower.
Yeah.
Because Tower is every single part of this machine. You can be confident in the build quality. It looks good, but it clicks together. It's all there's a certain confidence that Tower gives
click
you.
of confidence.
A click of confidence.
Well, they're a company that have been going for a little while.
Just 1910. Yes, so it's like it's so
I mean,
it's
that
quite a
is-
long time.
And I bet most people, you've got probably something in your house.
Oh yeah,
home
Definitely.
that
I
is
bet you
Tower.
have.
Now, I
Absolutely.
know we've only seen it on a hard floor so far, but the emptying.
All right, then
of it-
let's do
Yeah.
let's do carpet, but let's give it a hard
I
job
wanna
before
see
it's
it
like.
empty.
So I know. I'll let you see it empty in a minute.
Thanks, Mark.
Don't you worry. Look, bit more carpet for you.
Now, we
just to
should
be able
mention
to
you've got the
show.
lights on the front to go around the doors and
yeah.
the back end, and you see the dirt, though this seems to see the dirt
You
on
can
its
vacuum
own.
in the dark.
And you could if you wanted
In your
to.
pyjamas if you want.
That lineman was like, why has it got lights? And she's like, oh gosh, it makes such a difference. You know, in the sort of hallway is quite dark, and then the sun comes through, and then you can see you've left the dirt behind. You won't leave any dirt behind, but you won't because of the amazing pickup. You've got an anti-tangle head.
Yep.
And that means if you have got cats, dogs, long hair, that it's going to stop all that build-up that normal, regular
Indeed.
vacuums get, and you're trying to cut the hair off the actual
Now-
head. The head's got anti-tangle technology.
There.
And it is super lightweight as well, isn't it?
It's just under 2 kilos.
Andy just emailed in and asked
Morning,
about
Andy.
weight. Hi, Andy. Weight-wise, under 2 kilos.
Partly because it's got the
brilliant.
aluminium tube.
Right.
Great.
Partly because they have redesigned this whole motor section to be lightweight, but to be really powerful.
Really
and
powerful.
And that's what I love. Plus,
Mark, can you show me how it empties?
I see you want the fun bit. You want the fun bit. All right, let's go over to the dust
You don't
station
have
here.
to empty this,
No.
do you?
If you have a look, you've got lots of dirt in there. We're only up to half the max fill line, so yeah, I could have kept going quite a long time. Now, you simply, when you put it in the dust station, it automatically empties, but it also starts charging as well.
Okay.
Are you ready?
We're ready.
Have a look.
That is so cool.
I like it.
I've only seen this on a really expensive vacuum.
Oh, absolutely. It's so clever.
So where did the dirt go?
Well, it's using 1,000 watts to literally suck everything down into
Brilliant.
the HEPA cloth bag. This is a cloth bag here, which is a microfiber cloth bag with the HEPA filtration on the inside. And look, you can take the bag out very easily. You just slide it out like so. And when you want to dispose of it, you simply lock it up so all
Close
the dirt
the door.
doesn't
So you never
close
touch
the door.
the dirt.
You don't need to touch the dirt. And
I
that means
love it.
all of the inside of there is all clean
Stays
still.
clean.
So
Right.
that's the nice thing
And
about
it comes with 5 bags, and then we are going to get the bags on our website so you can buy them in the future. But those bags will last for around about, obviously it all depends how dirty your house is.
yeah.
But it's 2 litres, so probably 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
I would have
I
thought
think 3 or 4 weeks.
Normal kind of dirt in a house,
Yeah.
absolutely. Now, you've got up to 45 minutes of runtime here. Now, most houses you can do in well under 45 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, especially if you're like me. I was like, I'm sure you do a lot of vacuuming.
Yeah, I do. I do. You're right.
you can-
You're right.
Sean
I love
is a
vacuum.
great vacuumer.
Yeah.
The great thing is when you first charge this for 4 hours, it will then be ready to do up to 45 minutes. But then after
Absolutely.
that, you will, if you always put it in his parking station, it's
Always
plugged
ready.
in,
Always
you'll
charged.
never go back to that vacuum and think, oh no, I didn't charge it.
Exactly, and I've
Or
done
you'll
that
get
before, yeah.
just to the really dirty bit and it stops.
Yeah.
And you've got visitors coming in half an hour.
No.
Like, I can't vacuum it up. It will always be charged because it's charging while
Exactly.
it's there.
If you've done particularly dirty areas which have got cobwebs, and you know how sticky cobwebs are, because of course they're sticky because spiders make them so they trap flies in and
Yeah,
stuff.
of course.
If it gets stuck on the sides here and 10 seconds isn't enough to empty the entire thing, well, look what you can do, because down here there's a little button on the dust station. So down here, all you do is you push the button and it gives it another 10 seconds of sucking the dirt down into the main thing. And I didn't need to do that because ours was empty already, but you know, just in case, it gives you that 10 seconds of power. And what is lovely about it is you can then take it out and it's ready to go again.
It's empty. It's always empty.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's always clean, but it's always got that charge ready for you because it automatically charges when you put it into the dock.
I absolutely love it. It's so sleek. Doesn't it look good in your room as well? Doesn't it look
And that could be, you know, in the corner of the kitchen. That could be perhaps you've got a utility room. We've actually got a cupboard that's got a plug-in, so it could actually just sit in the cupboard as well. Massively busy for this. You're loving the technology and everything is so clear and so simple.
Yeah, you can see that LED display screen there that shows you the battery level, but it also shows you what power level you're using. 3 different power levels to choose from. And on that one charge, up to 45 minutes of runtime.
That gives you an idea of the size as well. So if you're thinking, you know, where you're going to put it, but it will just sit very nicely in the corner of a room. The anti-tangle head technology is incredible because if you're forever, because you've got long hair, or you cats and dogs, trying to cut that hair off the brush of your vacuum, this has got technology that really stops and slows down that sort of tangling situation. It's very clever.
It's a really unusual brush bar that's perfect for hard floors, for tiles, for carpets,
brush bar, actually,
for laminates. Then we saw the 2-litre collection tank that you've got there with that HEPA filtration. That's really important. Up to 99.95% of fine particles.
And that HEPA filtration is in your vacuum. They're also HEPA bags, but you'll find you will have a spare HEPA filter as well, which we've never known to have a spare HEPA filter. So when you're washing and allowing that to dry, you've got a new one to go into the vacuum. I love the fact, there's so much to tell you about this, that it is a great upright, but it's a brilliant handheld, and it's a great reach vacuum as well. So whether you're going down to the car, down to the summer house, whether you're trying to vacuum up the child's seat, or whether you're trying to get the cobwebs in the corner of the room, whatever situation, you've got the right vacuum for the job.
If you want to get this, it's brand new today, easy to get out to car. I think a lot of the time with machines like this, we also forget the convenience of cordless cleaning. So out in the car, the summer house, the shed, you can go anywhere. It's grab grab-and-go cleaning with the latest of technology. And that's what I love about it. It really is.
I'm just going to pop mine back on the stand over here, just for you. And you know, much as it's empty, it will do its thing for 10 seconds.
Love it.
Because what I've gone for the spare machine because I wanted to show you the floor head.
Yep.
Because we love this Evo anti-tangle floor head. And this is, Tower developed this some years ago, and they've put it in the VL220 because they know that people absolutely love it. Let me turn it over for you, and you can see that you've got a very plush brush.
I really
here.
like this.
And that's so the grey is very soft.
Yeah.
The turquoise is like a bristly material, and that's going to suck all the stuff and actually brush your carpet and give you the pile in the correct configuration so you can see where you have been going. Now let me just show you. If you pull the little tab here and then lift up like so, you can then pull that out like so.
That is easy.
And so if you've got any extra hairs on there, you can take them off. But look, on the inside here, you've got, can you see the comb?
Right.
Yes.
That's the thing that combs.
So this is what helps and stops the tangle.
It grabs the hair and it separates it and then sucks it up the tube. It's as simple as that. So I think that that's a really clever way. And by the way, while you've got the brush bar out, you can give that a quick dust on the inside there as well. It's that simple to be able to do.
I love the fact you can do this without any tools. You don't need an Allen
absolutely.
key. Where's Alan when you need him?
Indeed.
You don't need Alan. You don't need any of that, just by hand.
Just to make sure it is locked into place.
And that brush head is perfect for your carpets, your rugs, your hard floors, and remember, anti-tangle technology.
And we love the anti-tangle, and that is the Evo head. So that comes with the Tower
and
VL220.
could you put that onto the handheld to do like the stairs and things like that?
Yes, absolutely you can, very much so. So as you're going up the stairs, you can do that really, really easily. It's
and when you've got a cordless vacuum, if you've still got a corded vacuum, honestly, you will have the cleanest house, because even if you're about to dart out the door, I often think, oh God, I've left my keys upstairs. If the stairs are dirty, I'll grab the handheld, vacuum up as I'm running up to get my keys, and then come back. I would never have got the big vacuum out, plugged it in, dragged it. You know, I'd be really late for work then. But when you just grab it and do it, you clean so much better, I think, when you've got cordless.
You mentioned something a moment ago that I have not seen in any other vacuum cleaner that I've sold over many years. It comes with a spare HEPA filter.
Second filter.
And normally you have to go to the company's website and buy these separately. And I love that. Now, these are washable. So it means that if you take it out of the vacuum cleaner and wash it, you've got another one to just slide straight in, so you can continue straight away. It also has a little tag that says up in it, so it shows you which way up to put. I mean, it's like it's mark-proof, which is really. Let me tell you something else. I told you that I unboxed it earlier on today because it only arrived a couple of days ago. Normally, what I do when I'm unboxing is I try and take it out of the box and see if I can put it together myself before I look at the booklet.
Right.
This one, my producer just said it's a man thing. I'm not sure.
I think lots of us don't like instructions.
I like to be able to tell people at home, is it easy to work out?
Yes.
I had it put together before I even opened the booklet.
Great.
And I love it. It was intuitive. It was easy. On my social media, and I think on Shop on TV social media, we've put the unboxing video just on time lapse.
Can I just ask about the HEPA filtration?
Of course.
That's really good if you suffer with allergies or, you know, with the pollen and things. Do your own research. Just put into a search engine and what's good for, you know, with HEPA filtration. Is HEPA filtration good for allergies? And it'll talk you through. It picks up the finest.
Well, it removes 99.95%.
That's nearly it all.
Of fine particles.
Yes, fine down to 0.3 microns.
And
that is Tina, well, if a human hair is 70 microns, this cleans particles down to 0.3 microns. So it's absolutely microscopic. These are the two attachments that come with it as well. So you've got the crevice tool, but you've also got the wide crevice tool with the brush that slides on.
Sort of polishing and things as well, isn't it?
Totally.
Dusting.
Skirting boards, maybe pelmets up at the top.
I use it on glass tables. That dusting brush. Brilliant.
Your chandeliers at Shady Towers.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
It's great on our chandeliers. We have many of them.
Of course. course, absolutely. So you've got those two tools as well, and you can put those on the end of the long pole as well, so you can reach up high too. So that's it's not just on the end of the handheld. You can use them all with the tube there as well, which is brilliant.
So it's an upright, it's a handheld, it's a reach vacuum. You've got all the attachments that go on each piece as well.
Exactly.
But an email in about cleaning.
Oh,
and
all
the
right.
actual, like the actual dirt.
canister.
Okay.
You'll be amazed how clean it is
because
by
it
just putting
sucks
it
all the
into
dirt
system.
out.
So let me
but if
take
you want to get inside and clean the canister itself, you can do that as well. It all comes apart really simply.
Yeah.
Like Mark says, he didn't even read
Because
the
we've done
instructions.
loads of cleaning already, but look how clean that bin is, just because
There.
we've been putting it on the barking station.
There is
been taking the dirt out.
There's a button on the side, and that means that bit
Brilliant.
comes
Okay.
off.
Easy.
So let me pop it here for a moment. So that's where your HEPA filter goes on the top there. Hayley, would you hold that for
I
me?
will.
Thank you very much. It's not too dirty at the moment because it's like, we've been using it in the studio. All you do, if you want to get right inside the canister, you simply just pull.
Right.
And then you can dust all of that out yourself if you want to, but you shouldn't need to do that very often.
Because usually, and honestly, we've used this loads, our vacuum gets loads around that middle bit,
Yeah.
and you have to put your finger in to try and get it.
You don't have to do that.
The dirt
You
all
don't
the
have
time.
to do that.
You don't have to touch
No,
the dirt at
no,
all, do we?
indeed.
Because that dirt then is taken. Will you show us again where it
Yeah,
goes?
absolutely.
We'll put it back together because this is what makes this vacuum so unique. It is an upright, it is a handheld, it is a reach vacuum. It's got great power. It's got anti-tangle technology, but it's got an amazing parking station that allows you to empty.
Here's something to show you, because you would think that you would need to have it as the long floor configuration before you put it in the dust station.
Yes.
But you don't. You can do it as a handheld as well. So have a look at
Okay.
this. I'm going to take it over to the handheld station, like so, and pop it into the dust station. And now it sucks all the dirt out. There's no dirt in there, but it would suck all the dirt out down into the bag, which is right down there. It does it on a 10-second cycle. So there, it stops after 10 seconds, and all of the dirt goes down through the tube into the microfiber cloth bags down there, which also act as HEPA filters as well. So you've not got any horrible stuff coming out into your room. Now, every time you open the door, the little red light comes on, so it tells you, shut the door, and the light
Good
goes
to
off.
go
So
again.
Comes
you're
with
good to go
5
again.
bags, and
Yes.
we are going to have the bags on our website shortly as well. So then, but they will last around about, depending on how dirty your house is, about 3 to 4 weeks. Incredible value for money. You have got an exceptional product here. 2 HEPA filters, all the tools that we've shown you as well, and of course you have got those 5 bags. You really have got an opportunity today to make sure that you are the first to get this, because this is a TV launch. This is only available with Tower and with us. And this, I've only ever seen it on a really expensive, hundreds of pounds.
Hundreds and
vacuum.
hundreds of pounds. Yeah, we've got such a great launch price. This is why so many of you are going for it right now. All the features you want in a vacuum, but then that latest innovation with the dust collection, where it takes the dirt without you having to touch it. Always charged, always empty, because as soon as you put it on there, it takes the dirt away. 5 bags included. Remember, it takes 2 litres in that base station that you see there, and down to $189.99. That's $65.65 on your first of 3 interest-free PayPals if you pay on our website. shopontv.co.uk is the easiest way to shop.
Remember, it will always be empty, it'll always be charged, because this parking station does all of that for you. You'll never go back to it and you need to empty it because you didn't empty it last time. It'll always be clean, and you'll never go back to it and then it suddenly runs out because you forgot to charge it, because it will always charge it as soon as it's sat into that parking station. Do check your baskets through. We're busy on everything from Tower tonight. We've had an amazing deal on 3 brilliant products. I know the spot cleaner is absolutely flying, but we have got an amazing barbecue, and we've got so many viewers today.
Yeah, it's lovely to have you on ITV1 on STV. We've got a huge audience on TikTok tonight. A big hello to our TikTok audience. It's lovely to have you with us. We have got to show you, however, our barbecue deal. What a deal.
Now, price-wise, you will see a price, and it will not be that price, because you have got a special deal, and you've only got it until midday today. So the next few hours up until midday. So it should be $549.99. However,
not today. Until 12 o'clock today, you are going to get £160 off, but then we're also going to give you another 10% off that price. So it brings it down on checkout to £350.99.
It's the best price it's ever been. You're saving nearly £200, £199, which is phenomenal. And honestly, it is a barbecue you are going to fall in love with. Every day could be a barbecue day.
We were lucky enough to do a show with this in the garden with our good friend and fabulous chef, Jack. Remember, keep looking at the price at the bottom of the screen, not at the price at the side. That's the price you're going to pay. Should we go in the garden?
Yeah, let's take a look at just how fabulous it is.
This is a barbecue that you'll use all year round.
Absolutely.
That barbecue taste. Can't beat it.
Being outdoors is just, it's so good for you, isn't it? You feel so fabulous. And we're feeling fabulous, but we're not alone feeling fabulous.
Yes.
We've got the fabulous Jack with us. How are you?
Well, I'm basking in the sun. I'm just loving myself. I was just thinking to myself, who doesn't love a barbecue in the summer?
It's the best thing, isn't it?
Best thing. So welcome to my barbecue party.
Fantastic.
Welcome.
It.
Yeah.
We were saying
all going
earlier,
on.
barbecue all year round, barbecue for bonfire night.
Do you know what? You're absolutely right. I mean, for me, gas is click and play. There's no heat management with charcoal. You can be out in the garden. Within 6 minutes, this is heated up and you can be grilling up an absolute storm. If you're lost for inspiration, my book is on the show as well. We'll talk about that later on. But I'm just going to give you a little... Yeah, I know. Selfless, shameless plug. But, you know, you can travel the world on your barbecue. As you just guys mentioned as well, you know, you've got your 4 burners along here as well, so you've got heat management control. But on the very side as well, you've got the additional
This is so
gas ring.
good.
So if you want to do your baked beans, your chili con carnes, which we've got going on here, it is a game changer. I just have to say, 4 burners, feeds up to 15 people. If you're entertaining, this is the one for you guys.
Up to 15 people.
Up to 15 people. Huge amount of food on here. So let me talk you through some of the features. First of all, just with the drawers down here, you've got your dual doors, which I think are brilliant. So if you want to hide away your bits and utensils, your sauces, your napkins, whatever
all
it
your
is,
plates in there.
all your plates, all your crockery,
Brilliant.
you can absolutely do that. It's hidden away. Not all barbecues come with a door. Well, I think that's a really special
Really
feature,
nice,
to be honest
Makes
with
it
you.
look really good, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Following up from that, obviously you've got your rotary dials, your knobs to turn your gas rings, and we'll talk about in the show later on about direct cooking and indirect cooking, which is really important and how to get the best grilling results. And then you've got, again, your higher grill top, so if you want to do your spare ribs, your fish at the very top, you can, and just rest your food, which is brilliant. But if I just bring this lid down, what's really unique and what Tower have really done special is you've also got your built-in thermometer. So you can basically adjust the temperature with the knobs along the front.
So you adjust the heat and
you adjust the heat,
temperature.
So just like your oven at home, you'd crank it up to 180 to 200.
You're not guessing anymore, are you?
Yeah,
absolutely. Barbecues, if you have a regular barbecue and you're using the charcoals, you've got no control at all, have you? Whereas this allows you to have that control.
100%. I mean, it's got so many great features to it. And I actually built mine at home myself. It only took me a couple of hours. I had a bottle of beer. I was out in the sunshine. It was loving life.
And you've admitted you're not a big DIYer.
Do you know what? It's really funny because honestly, I'm a chef, but my brother is a design technology teacher. So it's really shameless actually because he's so good at DIY and I'm pretty useless. And I actually built mine at home. Actually, it was great fun building.
Yeah, I bet.
It really was. So anyone can build it. And what's brilliant as well, when you start barbecuing, it really just puts a smile on your face.
Yeah.
Have your friends and family round.
Just being outside, isn't it,
makes such
Jack?
a
We talked
difference.
about it, how good you feel when you're outside.
I can't believe how much you're getting off that. I'm like,
things are still
is there a
coming.
bit to this barbecue I can't see? There's so much depth to it, isn't there?
Yeah, there really is. Now, what we've got going on in here is my beer can chicken, okay, which is in my book, by the way, guys. So lots of inspiration. I think we get stuck when it comes to barbecues particularly. We are so ubiquitous with our sausages and burgers. So I always say you can travel the world on your barbecue. You can create amazing food. Anything you cook in your kitchen at home, you can cook on a barbecue because it is a grill and it is an oven. You can bake in here as well if you wanted to.
Wow.
And there's lots of inspiration.
Now, even though it's a gas barbecue, we're still going to get that barbecue taste.
Yeah, because
aren't
we were a bit like, so that's the only thing, isn't it? You don't get the barbecue flavour.
Yeah, I mean, charcoal doesn't create flavour. It's only the food that drops down onto the charcoals that permeates that flavour. flavour.
Right.
So with the barbecue over here, this is off my one at home, you have these, what I call them, flavourising bars. So under here you have your gas tube, obviously, that heats up the bar. And then as the food drops down, all those fats and greases, it creates the permeation and creates the smoke that creates the barbecue flavour.
You get the flavour
so
and the taste.
These basically mimic charcoal, but without the mess, the hassle of it, you know.
And
so, nightmare to get it, going, isn't it? Charcoal. Nightmare to keep it at the right temperature.
Oh,
so difficult. So often you burn the outside of things, but you're not cooking the things on the inside. You got such great control. It smells amazing.
It smells
doesn't it?
so
That
good.
smell of a barbecue is just so exciting.
Do you know, it really is. The sights, the smells, and actually, it's for me as well. It's just quite being outside with nature. And you said it at the start of the show, guys. I think not just for the summer months, but even in the winter months. We talked about bonfire night.
Yeah.
We talked about Christmas. My friends cooked a whole Christmas dinner on there.
Love it.
It's
Yeah.
brilliant. But
Excellent.
don't just think it's for savoury delights, because you can also do desserts on there, like your pineapple soaked in rum if you wanted to, your s'mores you can do, even your marshmallows. So, like I always say, you can travel the world, but it's really exciting cooking your food and immersing yourself outside as well with nature. I think it's the best.
Really
so look, my buffalo hot wings are there. Now, I'm going to ask you, would you like a non-alcoholic beer?
I would.
That would be lovely.
Because there's a really special feature on this barbecue, which when I put it together, I was wondering what it was, and then I figured it out in the internet. I'm going to show you, because on the very side here, you have a bottle opener. How cool is that? Basically,
brilliant.
You just go in.
Oh, fabulous.
So that's your one, Hayley.
Thank
There
you very
go.
much indeed.
Now, ours is a non-alcoholic beer, obviously.
Yes.
Always drink responsibly when we're talking about
There we go.
drinking. But cheers, happy
Cheers.
barbecue.
Hey, where's mine?
Happy
I'll join
days.
you.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
Hey.
It's such a social event, isn't it?
It is. Friends and family, get everybody round, and you can get everybody round. And because it's so easy to set up, this could be for just 2 of you to cook, but then you could have up to 15 people. That's the great
Up to
thing.
15 people. I mean, what we'll do now, I think we're going to do some burgers on here. Okay, we'll call them smash burgers if you like. So I think what's really important here is what we've got going on. I'm going to talk to you about direct cooking for a second, because direct cooking means you're grilling your food at high intensity. So what I can do essentially is I'm going to move this food over to indirect. Okay, my beautiful
They look
padron
delicious.
peppers. Oh, one of my favourites. In here, guys, just to let you know, I'm doing my sweet potatoes.
Oh, wow.
And we're going to
So could you do like jacket potatoes like that? Or
yeah, beautiful. I love jacket potatoes cooked on the barbecue. They do taste different on the barbecue than they do in the microwave.
do.
Trust me, they really are.
Proper
So
taste.
I'm going to talk you through direct and indirect cooking for a second. So when you're direct cooking, that means you're grilling at high temperatures. So you want to turn the rotary dial to the highest temperature. So just like your frying pan at home, when you're grilling a steak, you'd have it on a high heat.
Searing.
You're searing at a high temperature, you're absolutely right. So what we can do here is literally just put the burgers on, and once you start to get them really char grilled, you can take them over to the left-hand side, which is indirect, and the flames are not so high.
So that's like the oven on that side.
Correct, yeah, absolutely. So it's just getting the confidence to be able to
when you've got
do
the
these
colour to the
things.
outside, rather than sort of making them really black, put them onto the other side so they carry on cooking, but like
Correct,
you say, like,
yeah.
because some people will sort of start things on the barbecue and then they take them back inside to the oven, don't they? Because they worry that it's not, especially things like chicken and things, making sure it's all cooked all the way through.
Always.
But you can use this very much like an oven because you've got the control.
100%, and I think that's why you've got the built-in thermometer to guide you as well with your temperatures. Always check your internal core temperatures with an instant free thermometer if you have
Yes,
one.
yep.
Chicken should always be at 75 degrees, and beef, it depends how you want it. I talk about that in all my book about my
The
core
book's
temperatures as well,
fantastic,
yeah.
by the way, as well. So if you want to go for the book, we've got it available, and it's a really brilliant book, giving you loads of inspiration for your barbecue, and not just the regular ideas. We're talking about, you know, sort of There's loads of
Look at that burger,
which
the
you
full
wouldn't
works
imagine
burger.
you could do on a barbecue.
Now, this is Jack's very own book. Great inspiration. You've got starters, mains, desserts. 888-484 is your item number if you want to go for the book. Great price, and it really inspires you when you're using your barbecue. Not only that, you've got things like salads in there.
desserts.
Yeah, and desserts.
Desserts on the barbecue, because I don't think people realise they can do desserts. But you've got loads of ideas and inspiration in this. This book is brilliant. If anyone loves to barbecue, this would be the perfect gift idea,
nice.
because there's just so much. Oh, I think we're doing
that's
those
coming up, I think,
a little bit
yeah.
later on. There's so
Something
much
like that.
inspiration in here, which is fantastic. I can't wait to try this one.
That's one of my favourites.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Good.
Absolutely
Really
delicious. So what's going on now?
Okay, when you're cooking at high intensity, so direct cooking, it is absolutely normal to get these flare-ups, these flames.
Right, okay.
Just like you would at one of the king places where you go for, the fast food joints.
Kings of burgers.
The Kings of Burgers, just like that. So that's going to create that wonderful flavour. I think what we'll do, while they're ticking over, let's serve up our beautiful sweet potatoes, which have been cooking for about an hour. And again, I've been cooking on an indirect heat source, just like you would in the oven. Okay. Lid down, because I always say, there's a saying that we say in the industry, if you're looking, you're not cooking. Right?
So you can't look and you are cooking. So versatile, isn't it? Having the little ring at the end there.
The ring on the end is
Spare
amazing.
one.
Sean, would you be able to bring the chili con carne over to me
chili
as well?
over.
I'd love to get you involved.
That's where we've done our chili con carne.
as
Yes.
well. It's a
That can
great,
sit on there.
great brand, isn't it, Tower? And so we've got a chili in there that we've cooked on the side.
A beautiful chili con carne.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And of course, you could have a frying pan on the end. You could be doing sort of a stir fry or ratatouille or something.
I'm
couldn't
just
you?
thinking your fried eggs.
Yes, you
When you
would.
want to do your full English breakfast on there, amazing,
Yes,
you know.
that
Or
would be
sauteing off your
fantastic.
onions and things
Yeah,
like that.
for your
with
burgers. Yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
You're getting all
I
chefy
can't
on me
wait
now, aren't you?
can't wait to see these sweet potatoes.
Right, come on in, let's have a look. Oh.
So these, when did you put these on? How long do we need to leave them on?
These take about an hour. If you wanted to, folks, what you can do, you can start them off in the microwave first,
Right.
put them
Okay.
in the tin foil, and then you can actually just so they take a little bit less time to cook. But look at
They're going to
those.
taste
They just taste delicious.
aren't they?
Smoking.
Yeah, really are.
And I don't think in the oven you get the right effect, or definitely not in the microwave
crispness.
to get that crispness. Oh, lovely.
Yeah. And if you wanted to as well, I mean, there's something called papillote, which is basically similar to this. You wrap it in tin foil, it's fish in the centre. We're
Right.
going to do that later on in the show.
Ooh, lovely.
So we've got some beautiful fish fillets that you can also do. Now, this is the
lovely.
shot we want. We're going to go in here.
Big reveal.
Oh,
yes.
That's
What we do, just go through.
fantastic. Fabulous.
Don't they look good?
They look amazing.
And so good for you, you know.
Sweet potato is really good
Especially
for
a
you.
sweet potato.
Yeah. Oh.
And the kids
So-
might eat them off the barbecue, not without
Yeah.
realising
And I'm
that
just-
they're good for them.
And when I think of chili con carne cooked on a barbecue, I do think it's American themed almost.
Yeah,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah.
Sort of bonfire
Oh, that's
night
going to
as
be
well.
delicious. It's great, isn't it? Because I think when we think barbecues, we think burgers and sausages. A sweet potato, and you've done the chili con carne on there. That would be
100%.
amazing.
And what we'll do now, we'll just finish that off
Oh,
with a little bit of cheese.
I need a fork.
Boom.
That is a cheese.
There is the ultimate.
That looks, I'm making my
con
mouth
carne.
water.
Now-
That looks amazing. Now remember all the features to this barbecue. It is phenomenal. You really have got an amazing 4-burner barbecue, which has got a side burner as well, which is brilliant.
Yeah, you've got that huge capacity grilling service.
It's huge.
It's so big.
I can't believe
up
that.
to 15 portions, we were saying. You've got a porcelain enamel coated steel grill.
And we were talking to Jack about that, making it so weatherproof, so durable.
Yeah, it's part of Tower's stealth range as well. It really is that really posh end, if you know what I mean.
And don't forget 5-year warranty, register that online as well. And the temperature gauge, which we've been talking about, which just makes it so versatile. Obviously you're grilling, you're barbecuing, and you are getting the barbecue flavour as well. But the great thing with that temperature, it allows you to use it a little bit like an oven. It's so versatile. Honestly, I think it will be one of the best barbecues you've ever used. And the price, we'll go to the website and check it out. It is incredible. It's the lowest price that we have done ever, but it's only until midday today.
Yeah, you're not paying $549.99. We've got a spectacular price, £160 off, and then another 10% off.
So it goes down to £350.99, and that means you save £199. If you are going to split the cost with PayPal Pay in 3, if you've got an account, £119.98 is the first of those 3 payments, and it should be with you in time for the
next bank holiday.
Yeah, we shall be amazing. Invite the friends and family round, and honestly, it has the barbecue flavour because the very clever technology that Tower have used. It really is an exceptional buy. That
up to 15 portions, remember,
because it's so easy to turn on. We'd use it just for us.
Yeah.
We've got friends that have got a barbecue very similar to this, and it was a lot more expensive than you're spending tonight. But they will often
just for the two of them.
For the two of them. But then they do have friends and family round and can cook for so many.
It's a great bit of kit at a fantastic price there. Remember that checkout price just drops right down, but only until 12 o'clock. And today, if you want to get it now. Speaking of get it now, my word, a brand new launch we've got for you with our vacuum. You are loving this. There's now more of you that have got this in baskets that have already bought it. We are talking about a vacuum that's an upright handheld reach. It's a vacuum that you can spread the cost of with PayPal Pay in 3, and it's got this docking station that takes all the dirt from the vacuum without you touching it.
And charges it. So when you go to that vacuum, it's never going to be empty of charge. It'll always be, it's always got charge, but it will also have an empty tank. So you've always got a clean vacuum. That's your charging station. That's where it's going to live. As soon as you put it on, for 10 seconds, it cleans out any dirt that is in the dirt bin there. Look at that, which is amazing. But it's also charging that vacuum at the same time. It's got HEPA filtration, and the bag in the base is a HEPA filter bag too.
Yep.
So you never touch the dirt.
And it's a 2-litre capacity. So the fact that you've got it in there, you're not emptying your vacuum over and over again. You're not touching the dirt, as Hayley said. About 3 or 4 weeks, we think, on an average household.
And you've got an anti-tangle head as well, which you just saw. The brush head is phenomenal on carpets, rugs, and all your hard floors. The edge-to-edge in the pickup is phenomenal. It's got 3 different power settings. It will run on a full charge for up to 45 minutes. And of course, it is completely cordless as a handheld and upright, a reach vacuum. Take it out to the car. It's got HEPA filtration. Now, it comes with one, obviously, in the vacuum, but you even get a spare. And HEPA filtration, do your own research. If you suffer with allergies and things, absolutely incredible.
What a deal we've got for you. 835695 is the item number. Mark's here to show us. It's great innovation.
I've left it in the charging station because it is still charging. And it's like, and the point is, every time you put it there, it's always going to be charging for you, so it's always ready.
How often do you go and you just start and it goes off and you think, oh, I should have charged
Never
it.
again, never again. And that's the brilliant thing. Just on eco mode, you can see just on level number 1, look how powerful that is. Now, tea gets right into the pile of carpet if you drop loose leaf tea around. I don't think people use loose leaf tea very much anymore, do they? Look at this. Now, this is the hundreds and thousands. If the kids have been out at a party, this is absolutely... I'm just using eco mode. Just
that's the lowest power.
That's the lowest power.
Wow.
Exactly right.
Nice and quiet.
Would you like to hear the other 2 powers?
Shall we pump it up? Yeah.
So this is medium. Okay, and you can see that with medium, it really makes light work of it. But then for turbo, listen to this. And look at that. It is just, I mean, it
Look at that.
You don't
just
even have
one
to
pass over and it picks every bit up. And they were tiny bits like your tea, which you'd really see on that sort of grey cream carpet. But then the big bits, lots of vacuums spit the big bits out.
Really do. They really do.
So this picks up the big bits and the little bits.
Well, indeed. But let's go from carpet to hard floor, shall we? Because it really is. And look, if you think... I've done it this way because I wanted to show you edge-to-edge cleaning, and look at that. It really does give you a beautiful finish. And look, we've got lots and lots of different dirt here. And look, the nice thing is, this is brilliant. But I have to say, as a brand new machine, I think that Tower has absolutely done the business. And it's only been in the country, British designed, of course, but it's only actually been around for just a couple of weeks, so we haven't been able to put it on air before.
The pickup, as you can see,
is great.
Phenomenal. So I think, what was this gentleman's name?
Harry.
Harry.
Well,
Good morning, Harry. Harry wants
Harry.
to know if we can pick up glitter. I should think it'll be brilliant with glitter.
Do you know what? I am going to go into town.
Are you going to get some glitter?
I'm going to go into town.
It
Well,
won't
right
be the
now.
first time,
You can't
Mark.
go right now. No, it'll be open.
It's a bit late now.
No, don't
it's a
go
bit
now.
late now. I
Yeah.
got caught out on Easter Sunday by going to a shop and it's like, oh, they're all
Everywhere's shut. Yeah.
I think glitter will be a bit like flour and things. And what you want is barefoot clean, don't you? Especially on a hard floor. And I mean, that's cleaned brilliantly just on Eco.
And I think, sorry,
I'm going to go and get some glitter. I'm going to go to the Works or Entertainment.
I think have it
one
on
of those
the
shops on high street.
turbo, on
I'm
the
going
full
to get some of
power
that. Absolutely.
to pick up the
I think with
tiny
that
bits.
brush bar, because it's a point of difference, isn't it?
Exactly.
The fact you've got that lovely soft brush, it's perfect on all your floor surfaces.
Indeed.
Perfect with all debris.
I've been warned that I better leave the studio floor
You better.
absolutely
Spotless.
sparkling clean. I have to say, it's cleaner now than it was when I came in.
Oh,
Just saying.
You pour the dirt down. Yeah,
That's a
good
very
point.
good point.
And it's an upright, which is phenomenal. It's a handheld and it's a reach vacuum.
And it's cyclonic. Let's not forget,
Yes.
it has
And
all
what
of that
does that
cyclonic
mean?
technology. Well, in effect, you know how a whirlwind basically takes the air and it
Like a twister.
Yeah.
like a twister, and it sucks up everything in the interim. It then passes through the filter, of course, and gets trapped in the dust bucket. Now that's brilliant, but once it's in the dust bucket, what do? Normally with other vacuum cleaners, you empty it out over the bin and you get a great
Goes
big dust
everywhere.
cloud in your face, and it's like, yuck.
And often you get bits all stuck, so you have to get your
Right.
finger in and
Oh,
try and
dear.
get all the bits, and
Not
you
nice.
you have to touch the dirt, which you don't really want to do.
Okay, or you get a wooden spoon and you're shoving it up there. And it's like, not nice. Right, let's wander over to the dust station, shall we? This way, everyone. This is the dust station from Tower. But for me, this in the corner of the room looks
It
spectacular.
looks so cool, doesn't it? Yeah.
And all you do is you pop it in, and for 10 seconds, it sucks all of the dirt out of the machine, so you don't have to touch the dirt. Have a look. Look at that. It does it automatically
It's
for
gone.
you. I absolutely love it. And so for the 10 seconds, all there,
Done.
and like so. Now, if you sense that you need more, it needs more to actually clean it fully out, you just push the button at the bottom. But where does it go? Well, it goes down the tube like so, and you lift up, and in here you have a HEPA bag, and they look like this. When you put them in, they look like this. And you simply slide the cardboard section down there. But look, it's very clever here, because you've also got a window that opens so that when you take it out of the machine,
You're not going to spill any dirt. you're
lift
not
it
gonna
up
touch
by
the
there, and
dirt.
then it's exactly, you're not even touching any dirt there, so
How
it's really
great
clever.
is that? And can you show us that the bin is completely empty? Because you're going to be blown away that it does completely
takes
empty.
all that dirt away.
Look at that.
And that's because
It's gone.
the suction power, isn't it, Mark? You were saying 1,000 watts. that pulls it
1,000 watts of power sucks it down
Great.
into the machine. Now, this base unit is plugged in.
Yeah.
Plugged in for two reasons. Partly to give you the 1,000 watts of suction power.
Right.
Partly because every time you pop it on, it's charging. Every time you pop it on, it does the cleaning section. But every time you put it on, it's recharging for you. So as you said, it's always clean, it's always empty, and it's always ready to go.
Yeah, always charged. And you never get the vacuum out and it's full of dirt because someone hasn't emptied it.
Exactly.
It will always be empty. Price-wise, phenomenal. I've only ever seen technology like this on a really expensive vacuum, talking hundreds of pounds. And you have got such value for money. When you see the spec, and of course you have got handheld, you've got an upright, you've got reach vacuum. We've actually got more people ordering now than stock we've already sold. It's been a brilliant, brilliant launch.
And as a handheld, Mark, it's just as powerful. There's no compromise in
Well, Haley, if
suction.
I might get you to step back one step. Look, I've put some
I thought you were
dirt-
going to vacuum.
Yeah.
Oh, you are
I was
for a
like,
minute.
yeah, I
I
will,
can
yes.
vacuum you if you like.
There's an offer.
Yeah, maybe not. So here, look, we put some dirt in the chair, and it really does get it all up.
This could be a car seat.
Absolutely
It could be the
right.
summer house chairs.
Exactly. It just takes it
And
up
on the
easily.
lowest mode. 'Cause it's
This
so
is the lowest
quiet.
mode, exactly
Yeah.
right. Yes, you could even vacuum. If somebody in your house works shifts, maybe, you could even vacuum while they're sleeping. That's good, and we all know about shift work, don't we?
We do.
So that's the thing. It is quite
And that's a
quiet as
really
well.
nice little tool because it's
Isn't
got a
it?
brush head, which is great
Yep.
for the skirting boards and dusting, really. But then that goes into the crevice as well, which is brilliant.
Exactly right.
And then you've got a slimmer crevice attachment.
Exactly right.
And then you've
So
got the powered
you can
brush
get
head.
right down the side of your sofa. Well, you
Car
never know what
seats.
you never know what you drop down
the side of the car
seats, do you?
seats.
So
That's brilliant for.
what I love about this, can you see here, it's also got a series of holes there as well. If I hold it up, you've got a series of holes, and that means you've still got ventilation going through. It's not going to stick and then bring up
Right,
your mats
brilliant.
and all
Right.
that kind of stuff. So really, really sensible. So you can use it as a handheld, you can use it as a stick vac. But
And then
look,
you've got the powered head, which has got the anti-tangle technology.
absolutely. Now you can put the head directly onto the vacuum. So if you do this,
I love it like
so
this.
you can do it as stairs, just
It
like
is
that.
brilliant for stairs, and honestly,
Which is
because
amazing.
it's cordless, you'll have a cleaner home because you can vacuum as and when you've got any dirt. You're not going to get a dustpan and brush out. You're not going to get a big heavy vacuum out. You're not going to do sort of a special vacuum on 2 days a week. You will vacuum when the dirt is there because it's so easy. Super powerful. Brushless motor as well, which means, of course, it's improved and efficient performance time and time and time again. It's got that very clever, hygienic dust bin that it actually empties.
It's working
dust.
now. The
Yeah.
auto dust station's taking that dirt away from the actual machine itself. In 10 seconds, it empties the machine. But the collection bin, remember, with that bag in there, is 2 litres of dirt that it's going to
So
take
you
into
probably
there.
won't empty that. You probably empty about every 3 weeks or
Yeah.
thereabouts, or perhaps even more. The anti-tangle head that we told you about that you just saw as well is going to stop you having to cut that hair off, your long hair or the cat and dog's hair that normally gets wound terribly round the brush heads. This technology is very clever, sort of combs that hair away and allows it to pick up. I'm really, really busy on this, really busy on the phones actually now. If you are having to wait, they will get to you as soon as they possibly can. However, you can of course jump onto our website. It will be first come, first served as ever. The LED screen is really simple. I do think you'll pick up this vacuum out of the box and think, oh my God, I know what I'm doing. It's just completely
It's
foolproof,
really
isn't it?
easy to use, yeah. And remember, upon registration, a 3-year warranty from Tower, as long as you register with Tower when you get it home. 835695. Check out your baskets if you've got it in a basket. And remember, you can order on the website, shopontv.co.uk, or you can order on the phone, 03333 241 241. There's over 700,000 products on our website. So even if you're thinking, oh, I wonder if they sell that, put it in the search engine.
Yeah.
Maybe we do. We sell all and everything on that website. You'll see our live feed to our YouTube channel. You can click and subscribe, and then you can catch up on all the previous shows that we've got for you. Our show tonight is all about Tower, a Tower special. Really great products that are really demonstrable. So when you see them demonstrated, you think, ooh, that'd be good. That'd be good for me.
Demonstrable?
Demonstrable.
What's that?
It means you demonstrate them.
That's a big word, isn't it?
Isn't it, for
That's
this
a
time?
real word,
Absolutely.
Haley. That's a real word.
I don't like real words.
You like to
I
look at
prefer
your own.
I
splodging
like
it. I prefer splodging it. It's all good.
Very
That's blodging.
demonstratable. Now, I'm really busy for everything. Do check out, if you've got the barbecue in your basket, do check those out. They're going really, really quickly. And this is the lowest ever price it's been, but only until midday today. So do check out the prices. Remember, you've got extra discount when you put them into your basket, and they will be with you before the May Bank holiday, which will be amazing.
Great
But
stuff.
we've got to pop back to this. This is an amazing. We call it a spot cleaner, a carpet cleaner. But it's also a window cleaner. It's
It
a
is.
hard floor cleaner.
Yes.
It's a spillage
Yes.
picker-upper. It's a
Yes.
stain remover. It's so... Oh, my word.
It's brilliant.
It's so good, but 2/3 of the stock
Yeah.
has already sold out and gone.
But interesting, when we launched it a
Yeah.
few weeks ago, until we started playing
Yeah.
with all the different things, we had no idea that it could do so much.
came up
It's
with all
it's
kinds of
Well, I
ideas.
just think it's a really clever machine.
It's so versatile.
Now, one of the things about it is you might have carpet that has got splodges on. You might have carpet that is generally pretty grubby.
Okay.
And so if you've got carpet that's generally pretty grubby, you can see here you've got a stain right in the centre there.
And that could be a spillage or a dog wee or a cat wee.
You can spray liquid onto it, you see, and then watch this. Oh, look at that.
Wow.
Look at the dirt coming up. You can see...
That's the colour it's supposed to be.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just going to spray a little bit more.
And that could just be a high traffic area,
Yep.
perhaps in front of the front door where everybody comes in with their shoes on and then they take their shoes off.
Exactly.
And you'll think, gosh, that's why we bought the carpet. That's the colour it's meant to be.
That's the colour it's meant to be.
And it could be like this is like a car mat. It could be your car mats, which
Exactly.
are really difficult to clean, I think.
Aren't they just? Now, you've noticed that I generally don't clean these areas because you know, these are old stains now.
Oh, tricky
So let's
corner.
just do a little corner here,
Yes.
because that is, even I don't know if this is going to work. So I'm pretty confident because I like this machine, but have a look at this. Spray a little bit of the solution on. Let's see how clean we can make this corner. Oh, look, it's doing it, absolutely. Look at that.
Now, there is a solution available on the website as well for you. If you do want to add it in, actually, we'll pop it at the bottom of the screen just for a moment. A few of you are going for that. It will make up to 20 litres.
It's a huge bottle, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a litre bottle, but
It's got
it
a really
makes up
nice
to
scent
20
to it as well. And it also, if you have got cats and dogs that are perhaps having accidents on your carpet, they will continually go back to the smell unless you get rid of that smell and pick it up properly. With this and this cleaning solution, you will do that. So it's great for stopping your pets reoffending, and it is pet approved as well. Kills 99.99% of bacteria, and the scent is lovely.
762923 is your item number if you do want to add that in. Like we were saying, up to 20 times it's concentrated, so it'll make up to 20 litres of formula.
And you'll only use the smallest amount in this machine,
Mark
won't you?
always says the tiniest amount.
I was talking to our buyers about this liquid and how good it is. It has been remarkably popular. Nearly everybody that's gone for the machine has also put the solution in their basket. And I have to say, it's a great solution. Please don't use too much.
Yeah.
If you use too much, it foams. Don't
Less is more.
There is a video online of a lady that has used too much solution with this machine. And it is quite fun. And she says at the end of it, she goes, this is a great machine, but I just used too much solution.
I think sometimes we do, though, don't we? And honestly, you don't need a great
half
deal
a capful.
at all.
Half a capful for 1.5 litres of water. That's all you need. Seriously.
And is that cold water, warm water?
Cold water. I just use cold water.
Okay.
Partly because, depending on what type of carpet you're using, if you're working on wool carpets, for instance, you don't want to use hot water because that can actually affect the fibres. So do use cold water. If you're in any doubt about the solution and the quality of your carpet, just use a little spot area first. That's what I would always do, a spot test for you. But look, milk, unfortunately, is the thing that is going to stink your room up more than anything. Now, if you left that, you know that would get stinky in no time.
And you might try and clean it up, but if you haven't cleaned it up properly, that smell, you can... But you also start to see, you think you've cleaned it, and then you can see the stain again.
It comes back, doesn't it?
So
it
It hasn't
returns.
gone.
But the thing is, if you've been on Easter holidays, you'll know with the kids around. Oh, sorry, Mum.
Whoops.
Look.
I've a few accidents.
Yeah. Do you know what? It's easy enough to kick a glass over, isn't it? Absolutely.
Squodged Easter eggs.
Chocolate
stains.
It might be the dog's had a little accident. It's like, you know, and the thing is, you come down in the morning and it's like, what have you done? Did you not?
Dried into the carpet.
My aunt is looking after a dog at the minute, and she came.
I thought you were going to say your aunt.
A little package.
Did you call it a present? A little present?
Yes.
I think she called it.
Now, if you are in that situation, or maybe vomit or something like that, you do need to get the bits up
Pick
first.
up the big bits.
Pick up the big bits first.
But the great thing is, what is left, you can clean up. Because that's the worst bit, isn't it? With the bits in the carpet.
My best advice is, if you don't have this machine, throw that carpet away. Because you're never gonna get it working.
Now, stock-wise, we've got to warn you, this is absolutely flying. If you want this, 2/3 of the entire stock has sold out and gone. But we've got more people ordering over the whole of the show than we've already sold. You do desperately need to check your baskets through on absolutely everything. So what are we going? In a normal situation, panic.
Kitchen towel,
and
tea towel maybe.
Kitchen roll as well. You'll be rubbing it and then it all falls to pieces. And you've got all the
bits,
little white
absolutely
bits
right. Yeah,
and
awful.
Absolute nightmare.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's the worst thing you can do because you are squodging it.
You are
into the bottom of the carpet. So you need to get that up without pushing it in further, don't you?
Very much so. And bear in mind, with this system, it is sucking 450 watts of suction power. Oh, by the way, this is a really clever thing with this that we didn't mention before. You can actually take those parts off. So you can rinse it under the tap and you can clean all of these bits as well. And then it just clicks back into place like so, and you're ready to go again. It's that easy. Now, if you've left your stain on this long, that normally ain't going to be coming up.
I was chatting to make you leave.
Oh, I know what you were doing.
A little bit longer. Let's test it.
I know what you were doing. Right, so what I'm going to do first, with my first pass, I'm not going to put any cleaning solution down. I'm just going to get the worst of it up to start with. Okay? And you'll be able to see the dirt actually go up through the finish. So look, up through the point, we've got our orange juice there. We're going through the milk. And look at it, coming to the red wine.
You can, yes.
That you can see. And so, do you know what? It's
not bad.
It's not done a bad job at just sucking it on to start with.
You can't really see the milk or the orange juice.
Or the wine.
Bit of red wine left, but that's when we use the cleaning solution.
Exactly right. So now I'm going to spray the area with the cleaning solution.
And maybe if it's an old stain, you'll
leave it on a couple of minutes. Yeah, exactly right.
You'd leave it a bit, wouldn't you? And then go back, give it another spray, and then go over it.
Now, do remember, if you're
look at that.
If you're working with the antibacterial, you should leave it down for a couple of minutes anyway.
Okay.
Because that helps the antibacterial to work. Now look, the brush is agitating those fibres. Oh, did you hear the change?
Yes.
We did.
Now,
what does that mean?
That change means that the dirty water tank is now full.
Right.
And so
you can never overfill it.
No, I can't now do any more. It won't do any more suction until I've emptied that. And bear in mind, through the whole show, we haven't emptied it, so this is good. Now, I can take it off, but I know that we have actually teed up a little bit of video, because what you should do is take it off and empty it down the toilet like so.
And it is as simple as that, isn't it?
And then you clean the container through, so again, that is all super clean. So when you put the machine away, you know you've cleaned where the dirty water is, because the dirty and the clean water never ever mix.
This is true. Now, Sam is still off with TikTok at the moment. Could you pass me the dirty water tank from this machine, please, Sean? Because otherwise we're not going to be able to continue the demonstration. Oh, careful.
There we go.
Careful. It's like,
there you
all
go,
right, don't worry. As we know, Tower actually build quality is really, really
Thankfully.
high. So
comes with a 3-year warranty. Just need to register it online.
All you
that
do
is your dirty tank.
And
there you go.
Slide it in there, that side, like so.
Fabulous.
And there, lock it into position. We're ready to go.
And so far, we've only showed it on carpets and spot cleaning.
Yes.
Remember, it does so much more.
Exactly.
Yeah, for $89.99, it is your spot cleaner. It is for your carpets and your rugs. It does come with the big head and the little head, but it's a window
all right, I'll
cleaner
leave the carpet.
as
It's fine.
well.
I'll leave
and
the
it's
carpet.
not only just a window cleaner. The squeegee for the window cleaner attachment can be used for picking up spillages on hard floors.
Yeah.
Or look at that! How great is that? So now,
What is that?
even at $89.99, that is a great price for sort of a carpet cleaner. But now you've also got a hard floor sort of cleaner and spillage picker-upper, stain remover. But then that attachment will allow you to do the windows. So now we've gone back to our sort of upholstery.
Yeah, so doing things like chairs, mattresses, you can do it. It's got the brush on there, remember, on the small and the large head. Then we're back to the squeegee attachment with the extension pole. So on a hard floor surface, taking up all the dirt, but then
And
you
you're
can
cleaning as well.
spray
That's
the
the point.
solution as well, Mark.
So
Brilliant.
you picked up, obviously, that was sort of a wee around the toilet, but also you've cleaned that toilet area.
So if you've got 8-year-olds in the house and they haven't learned how to... Best way of getting young kids to aim? put a ping pong ball in the toilet.
Oh.
Seriously.
Top tip.
My nephew's learnt that way. It's a real clever way of doing it.
I love this because you can see it really edge to edge, how it really does pick up spillages, and whether that's dirty spillages or it just could be water out of a washing machine. But then it allows you as well to clean that area using the spray. But that accident happens. You think, oh my goodness, what am I going to do? You could be wasting loads of kitchen roll and dirtying loads of towels. In an instant, with this machine, it's picked up. But now you're cleaning that area. But that head really was designed to be a window cleaner.
Exactly right.
It's just made it so versatile in so many different ways.
I went back to the brand director at Tower and said, everybody loves the window attachment, and especially the fact that you can put it on the end of the pole, and we were doing it on the floor, and he went, you were doing it on the floor?
Yeah.
It's like, we thought it was just a window. It's like, but it's so much more than just a window attachment.
So much more.
That's the thing.
And we're here again with the squeegee attachment on a
Indeed.
work surface area.
On a work surface area.
So that spillage again, no need to panic.
No need to panic. We have our empty dirty water tank now, as you can see. Let's switch it on. And now, look at this. I'll do it in 2 passes for you. You don't have to. You could do it all in one go if you wanted. Oh. Look at that. I mean, seriously. 450 watts of suction. And now I'm going to clean. I'm going to spray the cleaning solution on the surface.
I love that. And that could be a window, that could be a shower door, that could be a wet room, that could be the conservatory. With the extension, it could be the conservatory roof. Because even if you're paying a window cleaner to come, no good having dirty windows on the inside if they, when they clean the outside. And the other great thing with the extension, you could reach a window over a sink and things.
Yes, over a countertop.
My mum really, well, I end up having to get on the counter to try and do the kitchen windows. It's a nightmare because the sink's there. You can't reach it. Whereas with the extension, with the extension, no, you could do that really easily. So I would pay £89.99 for this just to be a window cleaner.
Indeed.
But this is so much more. It is your spot cleaner, it is your carpet cleaner, it is your rug cleaner.
And it cleans itself.
Well, this is the point I'm making. We've now got red wine, or if you have a look through the tube, you can see you've got the red wine in the tube there. And we want that gone, because actually if you put the cleaner away now, when you get that out next time, it will have dried, but it will stink.
It will absolutely
and it will reek your house out. So what you do is you take the end off and you get this. Now you might look in the box and go, what on earth is that?
You'll probably think it's just a little lid to put on when you put it away.
Exactly. And I have to, do you remember earlier on I said, I like to get everything out of the box and just put it all together and see how it. I put it all together and then I was left with that bit and it's like, I don't know what that is. And then I read the leaflet and I thought, oh, well, that's clever. Because look at this. You simply put it over the end of the nozzle, like so. You switch the machine on and look, you can hear. So there's still suction going through it. You push the button, and so you can see me pushing the liquid up into it. But now that clean liquid is going back down, all the way down the tube, and the red wine is all being flushed out, and the dirt, whatever horrible dirt you've had, is being flushed out and going into the dirty water tank. And you can see the dirty water tank is filling up there.
So it's flushing the whole machine.
Flushing the whole system.
Yeah.
There you go. And so now I know when I put it back in the box at the end of the night, it's going to be clean. And so that next time we do the demonstration, I'm not going to take it out of the box and go, what on earth did I do there?
Brilliant. So you've cleaned all the way through the hose, then you empty the dirty water tank, you can clean that. It's completely clean when you put it away. And it's so compact to put away as well. We had a lot of people on our first show buying it for caravans and things.
Right.
Because it takes up so little
Storage-wise, it is a small unit, but it really mighty and packs a punch for you. A great reduction in price down to $89.99. You can see it there underneath the kitchen sink. 409349 is your item number. If you want to use PayPal Pay in 3, it's $32.31 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. You can rinse that through and just, you say like with the dirty water, down the toilet's best.
Down the toilet, then just rinse out, rinse the thing out. Now you'll notice that it doesn't actually use that much spray.
No, because you haven't topped that up, have you?
That was 1.5 litres up to here at the beginning of the show, and it's now. So we've used about 2/3 of it, to be fair. Now I put half a capful of our cleaning solution in. That's all I used for 1.5 litres. So it's going to go a long, long way. You can use any carpet cleaning solution. So I mean, we recommend the Tower one because it is particularly good.
And lots of people going for that. The details
Absolutely
at the bottom of your screen.
But you can use other things if you want to, like Blue Magic.
It will last because it's a really big container, and it's 20 times concentrate.
Yes,
so
exactly.
you know you will only use the smallest
Please
amount.
don't use too much. It will foam. It's amusing.
You don't need it.
You don't need it, but it will foam all over your carpets, and then it's more of a job to take up. So you only need a little bit.
And it kills bacteria as well.
Yes, 99.99% of bacteria, but leave it down for 2 minutes before you suck it up, because that's the antibacterial action working. But all antibacterials are the same.
Yes.
It's just that people don't read the back of the bottles very often, do they?
And there's your cleaning solution, $19.99. Split that cost in your basket if you are buying it alongside the machine to 3 payments as well. As we say, it kills 99.99% of bacteria, 20 times concentrate, so you do use the smallest amount. It allows you to allow that bottle to last for such a long time. It is effortless cleaning because it is going to help with getting rid of those stains, the old stains, the new stains, but it will also help if you have got a puppy or a kitten and they're weeing in the same
place. It stops that reoffending.
They go back to the smell, so unless you completely clean
it up. And it's pet safe, pet approved as well. 762933 is your item number. It's a 20 times concentrate formula. Kills 99.99% of bacterias, but you must leave it on the surface. Don't just put it on and clean it off. Leave it on the surface for a couple of minutes.
But remember, it's going alongside your machine, and I've got to warn you, stock-wise, 70% of the entire stock now, 30% left for you to buy. You do need to please check your baskets through. Amazing value for money. Our window cleaner, and it's a great little machine, but it was $89.99 and it only does windows.
Just the windows, yeah.
This has the window cleaning attachment with an extension, which ours doesn't do. We've only can do things we can reach. This allows you to do the top of the conservatory roof. It allows you to reach over the sink. But then you can use this in so many different ways.
Yeah, all your hard floor surfaces, as you can see here, on countertops. Not only are you taking up the surface liquid, you're also cleaning that area as well afterwards. 450 watts of power, so it's virtually dry when you leave it behind. If you want to use it on carpeted surfaces, you've got a large head and a smaller head. That's also going to be great on upholstery. But then on your windows, indoors and outdoors, it's going to be brilliant for that. With that extension tube.
I love the fact as well that you can spray the cleaning solution with the window attachment as well. And that window attachment can be used on your hard floors for spillages, for cleaning up those spillages. Honestly, it's so versatile, but there's only 30% of the stock there, so please do check your baskets through. You will absolutely love that. I think even if you just saved one carpet, it's virtually paid for itself straight away, hasn't it?
Easily. It is a Tower special for you tonight. My word, we've got some great products. We've got brand new launch with the Cyclone from Tower.
We've loved this. I mean, this has technology that we only see or seen on a really expensive vacuum. You've got incredible value for money because what this does is it has incredible suction and power. It's got 3 different settings. When it's fully charged, it will run for up to 45 minutes. It is very much a 3-in-1, a handheld, a reach vacuum and upright. But this is the really exciting bit because it's got a parking station that actually empties the bin.
It empties the dirt out for you.
So
you don't have to do anything.
The dirt.
You literally put it on that station and it takes the dirt out for you, and then it starts charging the vacuum. It comes with the bags included. You get 5 bags. It's a 2-litre capacity, so you won't be emptying your vacuum every 5 minutes. And the machine, the Cyclone, does it for you. 3 different levels of power that you've got on there, whether it's a hard floor, a tile, a laminate, a carpet.
It's got anti-tangle technology on that head as well. So if you've got long hair or you've got cats and dogs, it's going to stop you forever trying to cut the hair off the head of your brush because it's got very clever anti-tangle technology. All those attachments we're showing you come alongside it, and you get 2 HEPA filters. One will be in the vacuum and you have a spare. Do your own research on HEPA filtration and why it's so good if you do have allergies and with pollen and things, of course, is coming. But also the bags, they've got HEPA filtration as well. 5 of the bags included, they sit into your base and you will probably end up emptying that about every 3 to 4 weeks. And the thing I love is every time you go to the vacuum, if you've put it onto the parking station, it will always be empty. never empties the vacuum. He'll vacuum,
I don't.
but he
It's
always
true.
leaves it full. It will always be empty.
I'm not going to row with
But the
you.
other great thing is, it will always be charged.
Yes.
How often do you grab the vacuum and you vacuum it because
And it
someone's
goes,
coming
"Rrrr."
round, and he goes, yeah.
Oh,
And you're like, but they're coming in 20 minutes. I need to vacuum
This
the
will
floor.
always be charged.
It'll always
won't
be
it?
charged.
Such a
Yeah.
clever system
Love
with
it.
that docking station. $189.99 is our reduced price. If you want to get it, the number at the top of the screen there, 835695, and you've got PayPal Pay in 3. If you want to spread the cost, $65.65 on your first of 3 payments if you pay online. It's also a great performance vacuum, whether it's an upright, handheld, or reach, whatever surface we're working on, you're going to get that great finish, that great cleaning, and we're going to show you that with the demonstrations. However, if you've got it in a basket, you've got to confirm whatever you're shopping for. Indeed, do check your baskets out. shopontv.co.uk, order on the phone, 03333 241 241 is our phone number, and that's 24/7. However, whatever you're going for tonight is stock dependent. It's a
There's still
Tower
more,
Tuesday.
yeah,
Someone
more
messaged
people
in and
ordering
said,
still
There you
than
go.
stock we've already sold. This is, and then that, which is crazy at 2:10 in the morning. But more of you ordering. Do check your baskets through. You will not be disappointed. Tower, such an incredible company that's been going a little while.
Yeah, well over 100 years, exactly right. So it's been around for a long time, and it's based in Wolverhampton originally. So you know, right in the heart of the country. It's really good. What they like to do is make your life easier. And all of the products that we've seen today, whether it's the barbecue, whether it's the spot cleaner, whether it's the window cleaner, or the Cyclone vacuum cleaner, it makes your life easier.
Like they know what will make life easy at home.
But I think they do after 100 years.
Yes.
You know, their research and development department, they know what we want.
Yes.
And they absolutely... Now, I'm just on eco mode here. I'm just on the lowest mode possible. And listen how quiet that is.
But
This
still
is
picking up
really
brilliantly.
impressive. It picks up superbly. Now, you've got all of those LEDs at the front, the 4 lights at the front. If you're a Star Trek fan, you'll know that that is Jean-Luc Picard's favourite number. There are 4 lights. If you're not a Star Trek fan, that means nothing, I grant you.
Not a thing.
No,
Hey.
no idea, not a clue. My mum was like, why is there lights on it? And she was like, those lights are amazing. You can see around the back of the door, you can see under the
Under
sofa,
the
see
bed, under the
bed.
sideboard.
Can you see what I'm doing with the pile here as well? Can you see that? You can
Yes.
see that I'm moving the pile. And look, you can also go round the corner there very,
Nice.
very easily. Right, I'm going to go from carpet onto hard floor.
Going straight
Let
across.
me show you. It does edge-to-edge clean, so right up the skirting board. You've got no issue there at all. Now, let me just show you. You've got 3 different settings here. That's eco, but look, this is medium.
Whoa.
And so with medium, if you're on a floor surface or you've got dirt that you might think, oh, it's gonna take a little bit more, you just go into medium mode. But look, if you get some really tough dirt, you can go into turbo mode.
It's turbo time.
And that, look at this. It just simply picks it up beautifully. But I don't need to be in turbo mode. I can go back to eco and get it all done. It's particularly good. You know, I mean, if you've got mud stuck to the floor or something, you might want to put it on turbo mode for you. But you've got just a great finish there.
And on full charge, up to 45 minutes.
Up to 45 minutes, which is brilliant. And you know that if you got a particularly dog that sheds hair a lot, or you've got very long hair and you know, just from brushing your hair, you know how much hair you can lose. On a normal vacuum cleaner, it'll get caught around the floor head. But not with this, because what you've got here is anti-tangle technology actually within the Evo.
Can we have a look at that? Because it's a completely
absolutely
different brush to what you've probably
Tell you what,
seen.
you
for us.
grab that, Hayley, and
Completely different brush head.
And I'll show you. So this is
Look at that.
This is the brush head. So you've got a plush brush here in the grey. It's plush, and in the turquoise, it's almost like a scrubbing brush. But a gentle.
And that's going to be
scrubbing brush.
so nice on all your hard floors, but it's
Exactly
amazing on
right.
carpets as well,
It
isn't
really
it?
is. And it literally pulls the dirt in as well, which is just amazing. But look, when the hair tangles around it,
It's a nightmare.
It's a nightmare, that. But this actually combs it out and gets it going up the tube.
There's like a very special comb section that actually takes the hair off
separates
the brush head sort of thing.
clever.
Really, really
Clever
clever.
technology, isn't it?
Really clever.
But shall we go to the
off.
dust
Are you
station?
off?
Shall we?
Why not? Why
Absolutely.
not? Because over here, it's like, We could have done a Seven Dwarfs thing there, couldn't we? It's like hi ho, it's off to work we go. Here is the dust station. It's a good-looking piece of equipment that can sit in the corner of your room without any problem at all. Also, it would go under my stairs quite happily, so if you don't want it out on display, you can pop it under your stairs.
Utility room, it's going to be great.
We've got a cupboard in the kitchen that's got a plug in. It would be ideal just sat in there.
When the vacuum is sitting on it, 130 centimetres. Okay, so 130 centimetres high in total. But when I put it on, look how much dirt we've got in the vacuum already. It's going to take all the dirt out and put it in the bottom section, like so. Automatically, as you put it on, so now it's charging as well.
There's the Cyclone.
Automatically. 1,000 watts of suction power, taking it out of the vacuum all the way down.
How clever.
It's a 10-second cycle.
And all you do is pop it in there. You don't have to press
And can we
any
see, is it
buttons.
empty?
It's all gone.
Like so.
Because you can be, when you empty, you can, it can get caught, and you've got to get your hands in there and try and get the last bits
Covered
out.
in all that
You
dust
end up
and
having to
dirt.
touch all the dirt. So we don't. Where does the dirt go?
Exactly. Well, I'll show you. Look, I'll pop it every time you pop it in. It does it automatically.
Okay.
So you always know that when you go back to it, it's not only charged, it's not only empty, but it is ready to go for you. So that's the 10 seconds. And look, if you lift the bin up, you can see that you have your bag in here. And let me show you what the bag looks like when you put it in. So it's very easy. You just slide the cardboard section in down here, and I'll just lift that up a little bit so that you can see there. And when you pull it up by that tab, it closes it as well. It closes the little window.
Oh, clever.
So you're still nowhere near the dirt.
Don't have to touch it.
Which
and
is
the canister obviously isn't dirty either.
No, the canister
where the
has got
bag is.
no
And the bag has got sort of HEPA filtration. So again,
Yes,
if there's lots of dusty bits in there, again, it's not allowing them to come back out into
so
the air.
you just tuck it in.
Brilliant.
Close the lid. Now, if you've got a bit caught or whatever, the lid has got a little red light just at the back here, so it tells you if it hasn't shut properly.
It's not right, brilliant.
It also tells you if there's a blockage. If there's a blockage, it turns red. So it's saying I can't suction properly. So you know that there's an issue, and you might have to take this section off. But you might be thinking, well, hang on a minute. You said you didn't have to take any sections off, but you can. There's a little button on the side here, like so, and all you do is you push that. And then the canister comes apart.
Well, if you clean something up like a cat litter tray or something, you think, well, I want to clean
it out.
that. It allows you to, doesn't it?
Here's your HEPA filter. Now, as we've said, you get one in the vacuum cleaner as it comes, but you also get a spare one. And I don't know any other vacuum cleaner on the market that comes with a spare HEPA filter as well. But it also means that when you're washing this HEPA filter, you can put the spare one in just like that. Brilliant. Now, it's worthwhile against the bin just tapping the side. So after a while, it gets a bit dusty, just tap the side, but you can run it under the tap to clean it. Please don't put it on a radiator. Don't be tempted to put it under in the tumble dryer. Don't do that. Just let it air dry naturally, and you've got no problem.
And HEPA filtration is fantastic, isn't it? If you've got allergies and for tiny bits of particles.
Well, if you look at how cleverly it's actually designed as well, with a kind of concertina finish here, it's getting up to 99.95% of all the particles in your room down to 0.3 microns. Now, a human hair is 70 microns, so down to 0.3 microns is pretty blooming small. It's very microscopic, that.
Brilliant.
But let's have a look at this section now, because we've had a couple of people say, well, if I need to get in there with my duster, can I? Yes, you can. You simply pinch this section here and then wiggle, and that comes out. And so I'll get my duster, and literally you can just dust around so you can give it a quick dust. So it's as simple as that.
So then it's always performing at
exactly
its maximum, isn't
and you won't need to do that very often at all. And then you just slide it back in like so. There we go.
When we talk about the way it takes the dirt from the actual canister into that base,
So clever.
Isn't it?
like Mark said, you'll very rarely have to
No, I think you'll only do that if you have picked up something like
something nasty.
litter tray bits.
The point is, we like to show that on TV just so you know what you're getting. It's as easy as that, and then you locks back in. You are not going to be doing that very often, but it's nice to see that it's easy to do if you need to.
When you want to empty it, what do we do?
Ah, well, you simply put it on. You love love this bit, Hayley, don't you? You simply put...
It's our new favourite bit.
See, this is why it works. It's got the electrical contact here and the electrical contact just in the base station.
So it's not magic?
It's not magic, I'm afraid. No, it's not magic. It's technology. And you simply pop it in and it automatically sucks all of the dust, all of the dirt, all of the nasties, all of the cobwebs, whatever you've picked up, down into the main bag at the bottom. But that also means, because there's HEPA filtration in the bag as well, and it's a microfiber cloth bag, what you've got there is it's not pumping out any of the horrible smells.
There's no exhaust.
Exactly.
Because when you empty normally a dustbin on a
go
vacuum,
everywhere.
it can all
Absolutely. We've all been there, haven't
back
we?
in your
Exactly
face.
right. Yep.
Whereas that, you haven't got to touch it. There's no anything.
Indeed.
And then when you go to get the bag out, it's just as simple as getting the bag out and then popping it into the bin.
Pull it out.
And
So cleverly
it's not
designed.
just an upright vacuum, remember? It's a reach
Yeah.
vacuum, it's a handheld.
You forget all there's so much, isn't there?
Exactly.
And all the accessories, all the tools are included as well.
Yeah, so what we're using through the show, you will get. We love this attachment.
Absolutely. This is the crevice tool with the brush, but it's very, very easy. You simply pull back to reveal the hard plastic, and that's particularly good for cars, of course. It's great for surfaces around the home. But look, if you've got a more gentle surface that you need to clean, the brush is particularly great for dusting, great for dusting around ornaments and that kind of thing. Great for getting down the sides of things. But also, let me take that one away and put the long crevice tool in. If you're trying to get down between the sofa and your side table, this is a great way of being able to do it. But you might be thinking, OK, well, I've picked up all the dirt with the crevice tool on. What happens then if I put it on the dust station? Is it still going to work because it hasn't got the tube on? Because I have to say, that was my first thought. I thought, is it still going to... So I tried it, and yes, even with the crevice tool on, you pop it on, and there you go. And it still clears the same way.
So whatever configuration it's in,
So if
can
you're
easily
using
pop
it as the handheld, you think, oh, I need to empty it, you just pop it on there, it's emptied.
And you're ready to go again. That's
Love
the point.
it. You're absolutely loving it. You do need to check your baskets out. Brand new launched with us today. Only available with us and Tower themselves. It's an upright, it's a reach vacuum, it's a handheld vacuum, but it is this parking station, which is so unique. Empties the dirt bin, and at the same time, it's charging the vacuum. So when you go back to the vacuum, you'll never go back to your vacuum and it's full, because it will always be empty. But it'll also have charge. It'll never be empty. How often do you go to your vacuum and think, why didn't I charge?
Always charged, always empty, always clean. You've got so many features. That display unit on the top gives you the 3 different levels of power, but it also gives you the 3 different levels that you can use this on. That powerful brushless motor, and brushless motors always mean a longer life. A 3-year warranty from Tower as well, and up to 45 minutes of run time.
And the anti-tangle head as well, which is absolutely brilliant if you've got cats and dogs and long hair. HEPA filtration, if you do suffer with allergies, do your own research why HEPA filtration is so good. It's the only time we've ever known a vacuum come with 2 HEPA filters. So there's a HEPA filter in the vacuum and you get a spare. You also get 5 of the bags that go into your collection bin at the base. You never have to touch the dirt. It is such clever technology, and we know you are absolutely loving this, but you do please need to check your baskets out. Been really busy on the phones. We've still got more people ordering over everything than stock we've already sold. So do check out on our website everything that we've had available. It's been a bit of a Tower special today.
It has. Tower Tuesday, someone said we should call
Absolutely.
it. And now when you go to the website and check out all the live items we've got, real Tower favourites, some extra special deals that we've got for you tonight, some great accessories, a brilliant barbecue book there from our chef.
Oh, it's great,
Jack.
that book.
If you want to add that into your basket, I would definitely recommend that. We love some of the recipes out of there. The barbecue, however, that you see, both barbecues are on an extra special deal, but only for about another 9.5 hours. So if you like the look of these barbecues, get them in your basket. The usual price on that is $549.99. You're not going to be paying that because automatically when you go through to checkout, we're going to give you a lot of money off, almost £200.
You get £160 off, you get another 10% off. £199 is your saving, which is phenomenal. Lowest price it's ever been. It is only until midday, so it is a very, very time limited offer. And of course, if you haven't got a PayPal account, you can use PayPal Pay in 3. But honestly, this will be a barbecue that you'll go to as and when. Whether you're cooking for 2 because it's so easy to light.
You're not messing with charcoal.
Whether you've got 15 people coming round because you've got space to cook so much. But the really clever thing is the technology in the barbecue. You'll never have that food completely burnt on the outside but raw on the inside because you've got a thermometer. It's such clever technology that makes barbecuing a real pleasure.
And it's very important to point out that price at the bottom of the screen because that's the price you will pay on checkout, not the price you see there. So £350.99 for a machine like this. Brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, should we take a little look? Because honestly, it's the best time, isn't it? Barbecue weather, get the barbecue out, get friends and family round. Well, that's exactly what we did.
Now look at these burgers. Oh my word. If you want to go for the barbecue, remember it comes from Tower. It's a 4-burner. It's got that extra burner on the side. A 5-year guarantee upon registration.
Fabulous.
With Tower themselves. And Tower are an epic company with so many years behind them, aren't they, Jack?
Over 100 years. They're steeped in history. I mean, I've still got cookware and bakeware from 10, 15 years ago.
I think
and I'm still using it.
Yeah. I bet everybody's got something from Tower at home.
I bet they have.
Yeah.
Whether it's a can opener or a knife block
Anything,
or whatever.
yeah.
I mean, they do wonderful, wonderful products. What I love about this barbecue as well, for me, it's the capacity you can fit on here. You know, up to 15 people. I've got, how many burgers have I got going on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 burgers I've got going on
And that's
here
that
as well.
proper flame grilling taste that you're going to get there, isn't it?
It really is.
I'm ready for a burger.
And I love the fact because it's so easy to set up and start that you could be cooking for just a couple of you know, as a couple.
Yeah.
But then you've got the space there for if you had sort of 15 people round.
That's true. And I think we said it at the start of the show, when you think about gas, it really is click and play. To go outside with a couple of steaks in 6 minutes, you've got the barbecue up to speed, and you can be cooking in it, and you haven't got the hassle of charcoal. I love charcoal, but it's the heat management,
Yeah,
the cost, and there's a lot
You really
to
need
it.
to know what you're
We've
doing.
got friends
You need
that
to know what you're doing, and I think in the winter months you're not going to start getting your charcoal out and try and light it. With this, literally click a button, within 6 minutes it's up to temperature, lid down, and you're ready to go.
We've got friends that have got this barbecue and they barbecue so often, don't they? Just
all year round.
For the couple of them. They've always got friends round as well, but they will be out barbecuing.
Should we put the barbie on?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's it. I mean, I lived in Australia for a couple of years, and it's their sort of way of life.
Their go-to,
It's what they do. It's their modus operandi.
They probably use it more than the oven, actually.
They do. They're never inside. Never inside. You know, and I love that lifestyle. I really do.
Yeah.
I just think it's good for your mental well-being to be outside with the nature. Right. So look, the burgers are cooking through now.
Lovely.
I'm going to show you a tickle of what's going on at the top because I've not mentioned anything to you here. What I have is the ultimate spare ribs.
Oh, they look delish.
Now, what we're going to do is just take some
they
barbecue
look
dark
amazing.
beer sauce.
Nice sauce on there.
Okay.
And you've put those on that higher rack. Have you cooked them there all the time on the
Yeah,
higher
I've cooked
rack?
them there the whole time.
Brilliant.
Okay, so I'm
Because
literally...
I'd use that for fish and things as well. Is that right?
You absolutely can use it for fish or just resting food in general.
Lovely.
Absolutely no problem.
That looks amazing.
And then what we can start to do with this, if we wanted to, is with our utensil set, we can just brush.
Don't forget, we're out in the garden. We're having a little bit of a drink. We've got alcohol-free lager today because obviously it comes with a really great bottle opener.
So whether it's sodas, whether it's your favourite pop, whether it's your alcohol-free beer.
So we'll wrap those back up. There'll be another few minutes. We'll serve them at the end of the show.
Fabulous.
The burgers are ready now. So let's serve those burgers up.
Those burgers, I think, are ready.
Melty cheese you've got
And
on there.
I love the fact, like we keep saying, is you've got complete control with this. So it's like you're grilling over this side, but our little chicken on the other side. Well, he's not so little actually. Our chicken on the other side.
You're doing double whammies.
He's sort of.
Oh yeah.
being oven cooked, isn't he?
That's correct, yeah. So that's an indirect heat source. Just get your beer can, plug it in the top with a lime, let it cook for about an hour, and you'll just end up with the incredible beer can chicken. I think it's also something a little bit different. If you're having your friends over and you say, hey, I'm doing beer can chicken today.
So we've got our regular
we get quite
burgers.
excited by it.
It's so versatile, this barbecue.
Okay, so look, I think we're going to do a triple burger. Do you know why? Because we can.
Because we've got space for it.
When I was training as a chef, I always remember my college lecturer saying, Jack, there's no rules when it comes to food. There are no rules.
No.
You know, although food is subjective and taste is subjective, there are no rules. So this is why we have so much fun barbecuing with you guys. Right, let's get some more food on the go.
Yes. What should we go for next?
Let's
All about the food.
Let's do something a little bit different, okay? Something you wouldn't think about doing is watermelon.
Yes, it's one of the desserts.
Barbie.
This is in my book, okay?
There's so many great desserts in here which you really wouldn't think about doing, and this is a real favourite. So where are we? There we go.
Yeah. Watermelon, when cooked, you just get that taste of charcoal in the background, that hint of charcoal, and then we serve that with a really salty feta cheese, a balsamic glaze, and some fresh mint. And I would say if you're into your salads, if you're into your sort of al fresco outside eating, this is one you're going to want to try.
Definitely.
So watermelon on there.
And don't forget, it's all in the book as well. So if you want to go for the book, you've got all of that inspiration in there. So if you're thinking, I've never seen or thought of doing something like that, it's the whole recipe is in here to
And the
follow.
details for the book are just at the bottom of the screen there for you. 888484 is your item number. Great price there and great inspiration when it comes to barbecue cooking.
So.
Okay, right. One thing you should always do.
Okay.
You should always toast your buns.
Of course.
Okay.
And is that what you're doing?
That's what I'm doing.
Toasting our buns.
Toast your buns. I do talk about it in the book because you do want to get that little.
Oh, it's nice actually.
Yeah, you want to toast your buns. So let's go over.
Let's have a look over to the food
I'll
table.
just bring this down again.
Okay.
Okay. Because I always say my motto: if you're looking, you're not cooking.
If you're looking, you're not cooking.
Okay, let's.
I mean, they look amazing, don't they? Can you imagine the family
I feel like
space?
I'm in a really posh burger
wow.
bar.
Well, yes, you are in a posh burger bar. You're in my back garden.
Of course.
Right, do you want something saucy?
Yes.
Do you want a little bit of
sauce?
I think there's some burger sauce there.
Oh,
Yes,
there
there
certainly is. There you go.
That'll go nicely.
Yeah.
Oh, and that melted cheese is just perfect, isn't it? Absolute delish.
And no onions, no salad. I've just gone literally pure meat. This is for the meat lovers out there.
Great.
In fact, what we can do as well, I've got these toasted
I love
onions.
those.
Gives it a little bit of texture. Over
We're in
the
heaven.
Nice.
And again, done in an instant in your garden.
Yeah, it
Friends
really
and
is.
family round. It's just such a nice thing barbecuing, but when it's so easy when you've got a machine like this, why would you not
Let's
use
take this out. Let's cut
so
through.
often throughout the year?
And it comes from Tower, a company with so many years, over 100 years experience in the industry. Are we going in?
Should we do it?
Excellent.
Let's cut it.
Is this a triple or a double, this one?
This is the
triple.
double. Is it a triple?
Yeah.
You just
Beautiful.
squeeze them down a little bit.
Just nicely cooked there. So many features when it comes to the Tower Stealth Plus 4-burner gas barbecue, and then you've got an extra side burner, remember. You can see the measurements there, 68 by 42 centimetres, up to 15 people this caters
Which is
for.
fantastic. And you've got the wire grill plates. I love the fact you've got that second level as well.
Yeah.
It's so nicely
Great for more
designed.
delicate things, isn't
Yeah,
it? Like
I
you were
do
saying,
the fish
like
up there.
fish.
We're doing the ribs up there at the moment. Don't forget as well, it's really easy to move this around the garden too. So if you want to move it into a sunnier spot, because he's got these really fabulous wheels on it that allow you to manoeuvre it.
I love the storage underneath.
Yeah,
so
that's
all
really
your
handy.
all your bits and pieces, all your tools,
You
your
don't
plate.
always have that on a barbecue, so it's got the doors, so inside there you can hide away your utensils and things like that, which is brilliant.
And then the temperature gauge, so it gives you an idea of of the temperature on the barbecue.
Gives you better control, you know more what you're doing.
Yeah.
So to a degree, it allows you to. So often you can spoil things on a barbecue, but you know the temperature, you know what's going on, and of course you have got as well the gas hose and the regulator.
So you just add your gas bottle, don't you? And then you're good to go. And year round as well. 470950 is your item number for your 4-burner with that extra burner on the side, but there is a 3-burner available as well, and the 3-burner has up to 10 portion size.
So it's very much exactly the same, but it's just got 3 burners, so slightly smaller, so more for up to 10 people. So if you do want to go for that, that's got a really great saving as well. Check it all out on the website. All our details are there on the website as well. But we've already created so much food. So on a day like today, get out in the garden in an instant, because we haven't got to go and get the charcoal. We haven't got to try and light the charcoal, then go back in the house and it's gone out. Then you light it again and then it's flaming.
We've forgotten this, we've forgotten that. We can't get the barbecue started.
It's so simple, isn't it?
100%. I will just talk about, charcoal. It doesn't create flavour. It's only the food that drops down onto charcoal that creates that flavour and that permeation, that smoke. So just on top of the gas tube, this is called the flavourising bar. So as the food drops down on here, it mimics charcoal, all the flavour. We do taste tests all the time in garden centres, and we do it with a charcoal barbecue, a gas barbecue and an electric barbecue.
Okay.
You know what always comes out on top? Gas, electric, charcoal third.
How funny.
Honestly. And we do,
so you do get the flavours because of that design?
Yeah, you'd never tell.
Right.
I mean, if I was to cook 2 pieces of steak, one on the charcoal and one on the gas, and serve it to you, you wouldn't taste the difference. You really
Amazing.
wouldn't.
Brilliant.
But with
So
gas,
clever.
it really is click and play, and that's why we love it so much. I think it's a wonderful, wonderful way to cook your food. In fact, it's the only way to cook your food on a day like today.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Oh, watermelon.
I mean, it's crazy, isn't it?
On
Because
a
you
barbie.
wouldn't think to do watermelon
I love
on
this
barbecue.
recipe.
Yeah.
It is absolutely delicious.
Jack's recipes are really inspirational, really unusual, some of them. But then when you taste those combinations of flavours, Jack, and we've tasted your food for a number of years now, and we go home and do your recipes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so
Lovely.
inspirational.
That's wonderful.
Really nice mixtures and some really great ideas in the book. It's been part of your life, barbecuing, hasn't it? You've got a real passion for it.
Well, yeah. I mean, look, I lived in Australia for a couple of years. I lived in America for a year. They're big in barbecuing over there as well. If you've ever been over to the States, they're big on their outdoor cooking. So, as you travel, you pick up these top tips. You pick up ideas and inspiration from other people. I always say travelling is such a vocation.
Yeah.
It really is something I love doing.
And you always
Also-
say you travel the world with food. So that's, it's that mixture, isn't it?
It really is. And look, I'm doing this on TV in front of you. I'm not stressed out. I'm cooking loads of food.
Yeah.
And I think it shouldn't be stressful.
No,
it should be
fun.
It should be fun.
Yeah.
I think most people do find barbecuing really calming. I know a lot of people that wouldn't want to stand and cook, but are quite happy to stand in front of the barbie.
You're so right.
Yeah.
You're so right. Being
Yeah.
out, I think it's because you're outside.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it just chills you
And
out more, doesn't
you
it?
might have a non-alcoholic beer, or you might have a cocktail on the go. You've got your friends round, the guard. I think it's that thing, isn't it? Right. Let's put it on. So this is feta cheese.
Lovely. So grilled watermelon with feta cheese, a bit of mint.
A little bit of mint and some balsamic. So what we've got going on here. Now, this is not everyone's cup of tea. I get it. It's going to be viewers
But
going,
try it.
oh, I'm not
Because
sure
I think
about
until
that.
you've tried it,
I think you need to try it,
you
yeah.
definitely need to try it because it is delicious. I'd never have thought to put all the ingredients together, but it is absolutely amazing.
Well, this is why things work, and it's, like I said, food is so subjective. But always give it a go. Never say no to something.
And we've done some traditional recipes like your burgers, like your chicken wings. We've done jacket sweet potatoes.
Oh, they
on there.
looked amazing.
But then to do things like this, it makes you want to use it all. Look at that. Yeah. I feel like we're in a posh restaurant.
Honestly, it's amazing what you can barbecue. Get that book as well because it's phenomenal. But if you want to go for the barbecue, remember this deal. Not the price you see on your screen right now. If you go onto the website or onto the phones, you will find as soon as this is put into a basket, you save £160, then another 10%. So you actually save £199.
Yeah, it's almost £200 you save on that 4-burner. There is a 3-burner available as well. Also on the same deal, you get the £160 off and you get an extra 10% off. So just check them out on the website, shopontv.co.uk. It's been a Tower special for you.
Don't forget, only till midday. Only till midday for that price. You need to check your baskets through. Something else you need to check your baskets through with.
Oh, yes.
Is our next item. Because we were going to say we're approaching limited, but we are limited stock.
We're down to the last of the stock now on this, so if you've got it in a basket, do confirm your orders. If you've just joined us and you're thinking, oh, spot cleaner, well, it is a spot cleaner, but it does so much more, doesn't it?
So much more. You can use this as a window cleaner. It will pick up spillages on the carpet, but on hard floors as well. It will clean those areas too. It is phenomenal value for money, because if you actually just went out to buy a sort of a window cleaner, you would be spending £89.99. Our window cleaner was £89.99, but ours is you wouldn't be able to use ours like this.
Not on a countertop.
Countertops and all the hard floors.
And doing
as well.
the cleaning with the spray, and you have to use a separate bottle for that.
But then you'll think, hang on, they said it was spot cleaner, so I'm going to use it on carpets. You can use it on carpets.
You've got 2 carpet attachments, or upholstery attachments, if you want to call them that. You've got a large and a small, and then your window squeegee.
Brilliant.
With the extension pole. You've got 2 poles that you can put on this.
And that could be wet rooms, that could be shower doors, that could be mirrors, that could be mirrored wardrobes. Honestly, it leaves the area completely smear-free.
When I'm cleaning windows.
Well, hey.
But whatever attachment you've got, you can also clean, can't you? So whether you're using it as the carpet cleaner or as the window cleaner.
I mean, it really is. It's such a versatile machine, and that's what I love about it. We appear to have had a giant dog wander across the surface here in the kitchen, which is a little unfortunate, but it does also mean that we can show you just how well it cleans. That's the
naughty dog.
It's just, you know, okay, so let's just spray a little bit of the...
It's like it had a lot of legs.
Do you know what?
What?
Switch the machine on, for goodness sake. It's late at night, look at this. But now we can get rid of the footprints.
Yeah.
Look at that, little...
And of course, this could be your hard floor, which you're more likely to find the dog prints on.
Absolutely.
I would hope, rather than.
Might be a very clever dog.
Unless you've got a dog that can literally jump up and get across. I do know a Jack Russell that can literally jump that high and get across. That's the thing.
You use that just with that head on, but you have got an extension, so you can use that for your windows.
Have, and the extension is 79 centimetres.
And you can use that in half as well.
You can, so you can use that in half very, very easily as well. So if you're trying to get up to windows that are at the top of your conservatory
roof,
or maybe even if you're on a stepladder, your upstairs windows, do be careful, obviously. You can reach very, very easily. It might be the inside as well. You know, when you walk into a conservatory on a cold morning and you've got all that condensation, just suck the condensation off the window, which is really good, but you're also washing it as well.
A few people have bought it for caravans. It'd be great.
Yeah, totally.
Caravans,
And you always say with the extension pole across counters, don't you?
You know, when you've got a sink and you're trying to clean the window and you can't reach, it gives you that extra reach, which is brilliant.
It's very easy to actually take the heads off. So literally all you do, you've got that there and you simply slide it off, and then you can put one of the carpet tools on. You can either go for the big carpet tool or the little carpet
tool. And that could be upholstery. Someone just emailed in about using it on a bed. We could use it on a bed.
You can use it on a bed because it sucks so much of the liquid out. So it's 450 watts of suction, and it's really important. If you're going to be cleaning carpets or upholstery or bedding or whatever, you do need to be able to suck the majority of the liquid back out again, because if you don't, it ends up all damp.
You don't want to have to wait for hours for it to dry, do you? Which you don't need to with this. Remember, it's just gone limited stock. We're hugely busy on this. Surprised. You need to check your baskets. Price-wise, I can't believe what you get for the money.
Absolutely right. It's also really easy to clean this as well, because what you can do is you can just flip that off and rinse that under the tap as well. So it's really, really clever to be able to do that. And then you simply click it back on. Let me just make sure I've got it.
And that's the same on the small and on the large.
Exactly right. And then, so here, I've got a bit of a spillage on the carpet here. I think that was Kohler. I did it a few minutes ago. So which one did I put on the carpet here?
Who knows?
So let's switch the machine on. Oh, by the way, there's the dirty water and the clean water never mix. So the dirty water is never going to contaminate the clean clean
Great.
water. You can put up to 1.5 litres of clean water in there, just cold
Great.
water, just use cold water, and just half a capful of cleaning solution. Now, we've got a great cleaning solution available from Tower, which is on the bottom of the screen right now. Just half a capful, otherwise it foams too much. So
Right.
you don't need too much at all. Switch the machine on, push the button at the top there, and look, I'm just going to spray a little bit of the liquid on. You can see it going on there, like that.
Yeah.
And it literally sucks up. Can you see? Look at that. You can see it. And there it's just...
And that was cola, but that could be, red wine. It could be
Exactly.
a dog wee.
Absolutely. And the brushes can redo the pile of your
Yes.
carpet. But look, you've got all of that liquid out. And the nice thing is, just feel how not damp that is.
No, I mean,
It's slightly damp, but it's not sopping wet in any which way.
Tiny amount of dampness.
Exactly right.
But that's going to dry really quick.
And if it's an old stain or a stubborn stain, you can go over more. Or a new stain.
And you know,
That's unfortunate.
we rented a carpet cleaner and then virtually did something like that as soon as we'd taken the carpet
Yeah,
cleaner
as soon as
back.
you take it back, exactly.
That was pointless.
So to have something like this in your cupboard, and it will so easily fit in your cupboard because it's so compact, I think it'll pay for itself so quickly by saving just one rug, saving one carpet.
Yeah, and also if you spill milk or milkshake. Now, people think, oh, well, I never spill milk. Might be a kid's milkshake.
In the back of the car.
Might be hot chocolate. Might be a latte.
Yeah.
It's all got milk in, and after a while, that milk is going to stink your house out. Seriously. So get rid of it, but because you're spraying the antibacterial solution on there as well, it kills the bacteria too,
Fabulous.
which is really good.
And that solution, like we said, is at the bottom of the screen. It's 1 litre bottle, but it makes 20 times that.
So it makes 20 litres, but you only use half a capful for 1.5 litres of cold water. And bear in mind, through the whole show, I've only used 2/3 of a bottle there. So here we've got, just spray a little bit of the liquid on, and that's the milk coming up. So the milk comes up really nicely, but to make sure we've got no smell left and no bacteria, put the antibacterial solution on. Now, I would normally leave that for 2 minutes so that it actually has all of the antibacterial effect, and then suck it all up because you've got, look at that, and so you've got a lovely clean carpet.
That's the colour it's supposed to.
That's the colour it's supposed to
And that could just be a heavy traffic area, perhaps on, in the front of where you come in through the front door.
Exactly.
It always looks a little bit darker there,
Doesn't
or
it?
even run down like it's worn. It's not worn; it's the dirt holding the
not
fibres
clean,
down.
yeah.
And once you clean it, it all comes back to life.
Especially if you've got kids that never wipe their feet.
Yeah, but not just kids.
Yeah.
It's got all the accessories included, so if you want those hard floor spillages, it's brilliant for that as well. Storage-wise, it takes up the smallest space, so if you want to pop it into a cupboard, you can.
Lots of people have bought it for caravans because it is so compact and so small, and because you can use it on upholstery as well. You can't sort of clean your caravan sort of seats and covers and things because they don't really come off. But you will be able to clean this.
Just a reminder, it does plug into a 3-pin plug, so you've got to make sure that you've got power in your caravan, but most people do. So it's
caravans are very posh.
Aren't they?
My word, yes. That's like home from home.
There is 6-metre cable on it.
Yes.
So it might be you can go right the way outside and do all your outside windows as well, which is great.
And that, remember, it is your spot cleaner for your carpets and your rugs to get up stains, to pick up spillages. But then you have got the window cleaning attachment, windows, mirrors, and wet rooms. You know, the bathroom, the tiles, and things.
Yeah.
Great in a wet room to dry the floor because it will pick up the spillage. And whether that is a spillage that might be a drink or a wee, or whether that is just water from you having a shower.
All those hard floor surfaces, and remember, it also self-cleans. It has a cleaning system with the nozzle that fits on the end. Whether you want to use it on upholstery with those small or larger brushes that you can see there. 409349, it's limited stock. Very soon we'll have more people trying to order than we have stock.
As easy as this, we're cleaning, through the hose. You've got the self-cleaning actual lid attachment. Clever. So you always put it away clean. And what you've got to do is please check your baskets through. Limited stock does mean we're down to the very, very last of the stock. And you will miss out because you have got a product that is just so versatile.
When you want to use it on your upholstery, on your carpeted surfaces, you can do that with the large head or the smaller head. And remember the power of the suction, 450 watts. Then we go to the window surfaces, whether it's windows high up with the extension pole.
And the extension you can use halfway as well. So you really have got the versatility of every sort of single job there with one machine. But you do need to check through those baskets. If you're on the phones, make sure you check that basket out with the call lines and it will be on its way. We're busy on everything from Tower tonight. Don't forget, if you're going for the barbecue, you need to buy it before midday, otherwise it goes back up in price and it goes up nearly £200. We've got another massive saving here as well on a brand new vacuum from Tower, which we have loved.
This is the Cyclone, and you can see the base station here is where all the dirt is brought into without you having to touch it. As soon as you put the vacuum into the docking station,
so clever.
It takes all the dirt out and it starts charging the vacuum.
Yeah, so when you go to the vacuum, it will always be empty and it'll always be charged. How often do you go back to the vacuum and whoever used it last didn't empty it and it's dirty and full? Or how often do you go to the vacuum and it lasts for a couple of minutes, you'd forgotten to charge it? It will always be charged. Pop it on the docking station, have a look. It takes out all of the dirt. You don't touch the dirt. It goes into the actual bin at the bottom, which you can empty as and when. It's 2 litres, that bin at the bottom. So you'll probably only need to empty about every 3 to 4 weeks. HEPA filtration. Now, HEPA filtration in the vacuum, but also the bags are HEPA bags as well. So the tiniest particles, they don't puff back in your face when you're trying to empty.
Doesn't go everywhere. You've also got that anti-tangle technology with the brush head, a really clear display. It's nice and lightweight is the vacuum itself, and it's completely cordless, leaving all your different floor surfaces spotless.
Its pickup is amazing.
Up to 45 minutes runtime on one charge, and it's not just an upright stick vacuum, it's a handheld, it's a reach, the crevice tool, the dusting brush, they all come included, and that fantastic HEPA filtration. From Tower, upon registration, you will get a 3-year warranty as well.
And look at your saving. You have got PayPal Pay in 3 as well on our website, but you again do need to check those baskets through. What a launch, but what a vacuum.
What a vacuum. People have been asking how powerful the battery is, because I think it's really important. Yeah. You don't need a corded vacuum cleaner anymore. No. The cordless technology has come on so far. The lithium battery technology has come on so far. This is a 25.9 volt, 2,500 milliamp battery, this, and it really does give you all of the power that you will need. Just even in eco mode, it gives you all of the power just to go across your carpet very easily. You can see it's even raising the pile beautifully. Oh, look, we've got a bit of a spillage here, and so you'll find that actually, let me come back and do this section here. Just in case you thought I'd missed it, I haven't missed it, don't worry.
And that's quite fine. So in sort of this sort of grey, beigey sort of carpet.
You would see it, absolutely.
Yeah,
yeah, very much.
A lot of vacuums would sort of pick up a few bits, but a lot they'd push down into the carpet. It's picked up every last bit.
It's partly, you see the brush head at the bottom? That is the special Evo brush head, which is anti-tangle as well. So even if hair goes round it, it combs the hair off so that it goes up. It separates out. It's all very clever.
Because that can be a nightmare. It gets wrapped round the head. You're trying to cut it off with scissors. So whether it's your hair, cat hair, dog hair, or even threads, perhaps you sew and things.
Absolutely, very much so. If you're a crafter, exactly right. It's all very well for it to do carpet, but if you've got hard floors, it's got to be equally good. Well, I would say that this is one of the best hard floor vacuums that I've seen, and we've seen a few vacuums over the years.
Yeah.
We three, haven't we? Look at this. And so, look, if I do a stripe right across the middle there.
And this is still on eco.
This is on eco mode. Look at that.
Hey.
So now you can see just how. But I can go into the other mode. So if I go to the medium mode, there we go. There we go. So you can see that all in there. But I can also go to turbo. Oh, yeah, hear that? And look how easy it is. I mean, if you've got a tough dirt area... you can
and that's like one pass over and it's picked it all up.
Exactly right. Have I missed any bits? No, I think I want a tiny bit right back here.
Nice and clean.
And easy to go from one floor surface to another.
Absolutely, and I was warned if I didn't do the red carpet, I would be in trouble. So let's do the red carpet.
It's very dirty.
It is very dirty,
the red carpet.
I'm going to go back to eco, just for a moment, just to show you, if you go backwards and forwards, you can really refresh the pile. But as we are short of time...
Look at that. Short of time, short of stock. You do need to check your basket through with everything. Lights on the front as well. And my mum was like, what's it got lights on the front? And she was like, those lights are amazing. Because you can see around the back of the door, under the bed, under the sofa. But this is, what you're on now, is that middle...
This is, I've gone to turbo. Just
that, I mean, that pickup is phenomenal.
Isn't it amazing?
That was...
And it's really grooming the pile of the carpet as well, bringing the carpet back to life.
It gives you those lines, a bit like when you mow the lawn.
Yeah.
And so everybody knows that you've cleaned the carpet.
Well, a lot of the time, the dirt flattens the pile of the carpet, doesn't it?
It will also keep going until you pull the trigger again. So you pull the trigger once, it starts.
Okay.
It will keep going. You don't have to hold the trigger down. It will keep going until you pull the trigger again.
And then what do we do now?
Well, now it's full of dirt.
What
we
do we
empty
do?
it?
Now it's woe is us. It's full of dirt.
Often emptying a...
Grab your vacuum.
We're off.
This way, people.
We're off.
It's
We're
like,
off.
We're
now
off.
look at this. It's almost like Panto, isn't it? It's like, here we go. This is the dust station. See, I thought that was really good, but our director said that was weird.
Yeah,
that was most
he
unkind.
thinks we are, though,
Most
generally.
unkind. Now, all you do is you put it into its charging station. But
Okay.
it's more than a charging station. It is called the Cyclone dust station. And when you pop it into its charging cable, it will empty the whole of the dust bucket into the HEPA bag below. But let me show you. It does it
You ready?
simply automatically. So the Cyclone is charging it all the way down. 1,000 watts of power is sucking all of the dirt out of the vacuum, right down the main tube, all the way down we go, right down into the HEPA bag at the bottom.
So we haven't had to touch it.
No, thank
We
goodness.
will show you it's completely empty. I haven't had to put our hands in it. So the actual dirt now is in the base, but we
Indeed.
don't have to touch the dirt
No.
now.
Because that's all in the bag. And when you want to take the bag out when it's full,
Look at
you
this.
simply lift the cardboard section up and it already closes the hole for you.
Now there's HEPA filtration in the
And that's all
vacuum.
clean on the inside there
Yeah.
as well.
This is a HEPA bag
Yes.
as well. So if you do suffer with allergies, do research on why HEPA is so good. How often do you empty your dustbin, or your dustbin in your
Yeah, the
vacuum?
container on your vacuum.
And it all puffs back up.
Oh,
and that could be bits of pollen and all the really fine stuff. You'll never be in that situation. It's so clever. It's such a clever design. I've only ever seen it on a really expensive vacuum.
Absolutely. We've had quite a lot of people going, well, how long do the bags last?
Yes.
How
Depends
long
how
is a
dirty
piece of
your
string?
house
It depends
is,
how
yeah.
dirty your house is. We reckon for a standard house, like 3-4 bedroom house, ordinary dirt, so you're vacuuming fairly regularly 2 or 3 times a week, I reckon at least 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And
3
it's
to 4, so probably a
again,
month.
a
And you
2
get
litre
5.
capacity, and
you get 5 bags
included.
actually with it as well. We're trying to get the bags actually on our website, and they'll be there soon.
Well,
They're
it's
just
so
not there
new.
right now, but
That's
yeah,
the
exactly.
reason.
Well, that's it. It's only been in the country about 2 years. It's only available
2
with
weeks?
Tower.
2
Sorry,
weeks?
2 years, 2 weeks. It's only available with Tower and ourselves, so you won't find it anywhere elsewhere. You have got incredible technology with the anti-tangle head, with the fact it's got up to a 45-minute run time, but then you have got that amazing base station, which not only empties the dirt container into a bag in the base, so you never touch that dirt, but it also charges your vacuum. So you'll never be in that situation where your vacuum's flat or it's full of dirt. And the anti-tangle head, I absolutely love it.
That technology is
so clever.
brilliant. Yeah, if you've got pets, dogs, cats, or if your hair comes out a lot on the carpeted surfaces or the hard floor surfaces, that anti-tangle brush is brilliant. Up to 45 minutes runtime on one single charge. And like Hayley just said, whenever it's in that docking station, it's charging, so you've never got a flat vacuum.
Absolutely, and it's cordless, completely cordless. Handheld, reach vacuum, take it out to the car, the amazing upright. HEPA filtration, do your own research. Great if you do suffer with allergies. And you even got a spare HEPA filter, which we've never known in a deal. So you've got one in the actual vacuum itself. You've got a spare one that comes alongside it. 3-year warranty, just need to register with Tower online. It'll come with a normal one, but then if you register, you'll get an extra 2. And that price is such an incredible saving. Brand new. This is our TV launch. First time we've had it to air, and as I say, the only other place to get it is Tower themselves. But cordless makes it so easy.
It really does, and up to 45 minutes on one charge.
No tripping over wires, unplugging, replugging. But honestly, it is the power with this. It's got 3 different levels of power. Even the eco power
Yeah,
is
it's
incredible.
really quiet but really powerful. We've got to see some more demonstrations before the end of the show. Remember, we're live right through till 3 a.m. on ITV1 and STV.
Oh, don't forget, if you have got a barbecue in a basket, do check your baskets
yes.
through. That deal is only until midday today, so the next few hours. So please do check your baskets through. And of course, then we've also had the spot cleaner. That is super limited stock.
That's hanging
You do
on.
need to check your baskets through. We had more stock because we had a launch, so we wanted to have a good amount of stock.
Yeah.
Lots of that stock. Still more people ordering than stock already sold. But what a vacuum, Mark.
Do you know what? I love the 3 different powers on this. Just very, very quickly, have a look at the LED. It's a very, very clear LED platform here. You can see this is your battery power. It shows you how I've still got 100% of power because it's been back on the charging
It's
screen.
charging all the time, yeah.
This is eco mode. Push it once and you go to mid, and then for turbo it goes red, like so. It is that simple, and it's not until you pull the trigger again that it switches back on.
Now, we've only got
Which
a
is
couple of
quite
minutes.
clever.
We need you to vacuum up super quick.
Oh,
quick. And then we need to empty out. We've only got 2 minutes. But this is
just want to see
so
the
quick and easy.
Cyclone.
We want to see you work.
Okay, I'll put it on turbo and do it really fast there. Look at that.
And it is also a handheld, remember.
Absolutely.
Remember, you can also go from tiles to laminates to hard floors to carpets without changing anything because you've got that fantastic anti-tangle brush.
Lightweight, so great. It's a reach vacuum to get into the corners of the room, down to the skirting boards.
Look, all of the dirt is now in here, but I don't want to touch that dirt. I don't want to empty it into the bin and have that great cloud of dust up in my face. So I'm going to go to my
Are you ready for this?
dust station. And it makes it look good as well. Every time you put the vacuum in the dust station, not only is it charging, but it also empties it, like so, for 10 seconds. It takes all of the dust from the vacuum and shoots it down the chute.
Love it.
It's as simple as that. 1,000 watts of power is sucking it all the way down directly into the bag at the bottom. This is a microfiber HEPA cloth bag. It's all there, and it simply means you can take it out when it's full, drop it in the bin, start.
And you get 5
of those,
included.
You get 5
and we
included
will
in
as
there
soon
as
as
well.
because it's brand new.
And
They
is it
will be
empty?
available on our website.
Is it empty? Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Absolutely.
You're going to love this. Will always be empty. It'll always be charged. And
Love
that's one of the
that.
2 main annoying things, isn't it, about a vacuum. A cordless vacuum will be the best thing you ever buy. But the times you go to it and you should have charged it, or the time you go to it and someone hasn't emptied it, is very frustrating. This is not a frustrating vacuum.
It's not. I've got to say a huge thank you as always to Mark
It's
for
a pleasure.
joining us.
It is a pleasure.
Always a fun night when Mark joins us with great new products. And make sure you join us tomorrow,
Yes,
actually.
it's all about fitness tomorrow.
It is. We've got an
Perhaps
oscillation
you've
plate.
Eaten just a few too many eggs. We've got an easy way to sort that situation
We
out.
certainly have. So join us tomorrow just after midnight, right through till 3 a.m. We will see you very, very soon.
Empty it again,
See you
empty it
later.
again,
Empty it.
empty it again.
Oh.